Computer. Okay. Hi. My name is John. I played the first season of this game. I did not win. Billy, who just walked by, played two seasons and won one of them. And here we are hosting the pre to the jury roundtable, which is watching what happened, which is supposed to be happening right now. So to we're going to watch it whenever it comes on the thing. I'm not going to share my screen yet because I'm going to wait until I can get onto things.
Okay, just because I'm here doesn't mean it's necessarily pre-jury.
No, it's pre
It's
thing,
pre-roundtable.
pre to the jury
Yeah,
roundtable.
I know what you mean.
No,
Yeah.
I understand you've been part of a lot of pre-jury roundtables, but that's not what this is.
There are pre-jury roundtables that people do.
No,
I was gonna
no,
say that
it's
feels just
literally
evil. Like
just
what's
him sitting on a call waiting for somebody to join. That's literally what it is. I was I hosted him like a decade ago. It's fine. Like I know. I remember. I'm the
how
only
much
person left on prod that was there when his season occurred.
Funny
how
enough, I got
long
the
ago
same
was
2021.
placement here.
Jeez.
Yeah,
It was over.
Was that Lofoten?
Yeah,
I
it
don't know what you're
was.
talking about. I don't know what that is.
Honestly, as we've had worse seasons, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, finally.
And these war seasons were before and after my time. Right. Because it's two that just immediately just come to mind, but like that's not what the pre-jury roundtable is for. But I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I,
Okay, so
I kind of want to throw up.
who do you guys expect to see come in?
So I assume
I
those four
mean,
are not
needless
going.
to say, Grace and Marvin probably.
Yeah, they should be here. And then I'm scared. I'm scared about that
It's
final
like
two.
there's an off chance that the vote could tie again, but why the fuck would I? Why would they want to?
Exactly.
This
I
wouldn't be
was.
the this would not be the first time a tie has happened at Final Six.
This would not be the first time a tie has occurred this season, or the second time for that matter. So
Yeah.
Or two? There's been
there were
two.
two ties. I've
Wait,
been on every season that there's been a tie for, and I love that I got to see
I
all
think
of
there
them.
was a tie in season three, I think.
I heard
Apparently,
four had one, but like,
There have been other seasons. It's not
but
just you, Jacob.
okay, got it.
But for this search, we will make you feel that way for sure. Um, okay, so we think Marvin and Grace are coming in.
Yes.
Who do we think?
I'm just projecting the ladies win it. Just want to put that out there in the universe. That's why I want to happen. I don't know if it's jinxing it or manifesting it into existence, but I feel like no one's shocked that I want them to win for reasons. But I'm still weighing out all final two scenarios. Like technically, all three of them could still make final two. They could tie us up here. I'll be shocked if they let that happen.
that's
Um,
a really bad move for the case of like the two circles that aren't up for banishment right
if
now.
yeah, if they mess this up, honestly, Marvin and Grace deserve to win. Just at that point, my vote
No,
changed.
no kidding.
At that point, I'm just like, I don't want any of them at the
At
end.
that point, how do we tie the vote and double crown them at that point, you know?
That would be a time. But yeah, so that's how I feel, Buckley. I want Buckley to come into the game as an intruder at the very last second on that Chris Underwood type edit. Was not on the show at all until the finale, and just have like the finale of a lifetime. That's what
And
I want to
honestly, give me the crown I deserve from the first one.
happen.
Give me the crown I deserve from the first season.
You wait your first season.
Because
You wait.
where they're at right now is when I went home.
Mhm.
So yeah. Ugh.
Imagine making it that far. Couldn't it be me?
I was Natalie Bolton. I didn't do anything till like the final like 10. So
So after I left,
that was the start of it, actually.
that was I was your
No,
joke.
it's no, a couple of rounds before that it started.
Yeah, I don't remember that vividly. I just remember me getting 11th both times I played. So pretty fun.
Um, I thought they were gonna send it. I am waiting.
We're gonna
Uh,
crop this out, like the excess between now to the. I'm
no,
also
I think for right now this is built character. I'll be
this
honest
is
with you.
this builds
This is
anticipation.
this is the pre to the pre.
We're
This is
breaking down
like
all the
this
reactions.
is like when you like want a pregame for like the 1 o'clock game on CBS, so you turn on Sports Center at 7 a.m.
Real. This is like someone reacted to the Game Awards and them streaming for like 2 hours beforehand. I'm like, that's what this feels like right now. I'm just waiting for the Game Awards to start and for people to react to the thing they said they were streaming for. Which, by the way, have you seen that Street Fighter cast?
Street Fighter?
Yeah, Street Fighter is having a movie. They casted Roman Reigns as Akuma. They casted Jason Momoa as Blanca, 50 Cent as Balrog.
The only
That's
cast I've been paying
incredible.
attention to is the cast for RuPaul's Drag Race season 18.
Real, real.
I don't know any other cast.
I know Survivor. The challenge I follow. Um,
Oh, and I know the Survivor 50 cast, but
Yeah, Survivor has honestly not been the greatest this season, I feel.
hmm. I saw your story, Buckley, when you said you were whelmed, and then now you love it.
yeah, I came full circle. I was very whelmed. I think up until and Karen and Drew have been giving me a lot of shit about this because they have been truthers since the start. And it took me until the Shannon vote to kind of be like, I see the vision. Um, even though I enjoyed the swaps. Because they're also like, you wanted all these swaps and you got them and you don't like it. I'm like, doesn't mean I'm riveted by the game itself. I'm just happy there's a swap. But yeah, once the merge hit, I think I liked it. It's kind of like a heroes versus healers versus hustlers. The beginning is very mid, and then they get to like single digits and it gets spicy.
Hopefully, finale doesn't ruin it.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah, it would be perfectly. It would be HHH. Oh, man. What a final five.
Hey, it's the closest thing we've had to an all-female finale since like what? One World?
One World?
I feel like there's had to have been.
There's,
I'm double checking
there's
because I
definitely
feel
been an
like
all.
that's right.
I feel
There's
like that.
got to have been like another all-female finale since then. It's been forever ago.
47 was close.
I am not Michael Grossman.
I was about to say yeah, that's
Oh,
false
Michael Grossman's
advertising.
here. Hello.
Oh, this
I'm
okay.
suing
To
you.
all those watching the recording this way, this ends the pre to the pre
Pre-
roundtable.
Yes, that was the pre-round table. Welcome everybody to your season 6 jury roundtable. We are currently joined by 3 lovely jurors so far, but that number will be increasing tonight. And we are also joined by our lovely jury roundtable moderators, season 1 villain of the season, John Buckley, and season 5 winner, Billy Vance. Thank you both for being here, and I hope that y'all have so much fun with them tonight.
You did get that award our season, Buckley. I totally forgot.
I mean, it was deserved. I
I'm not arguing
deserved
that
it.
part. I
You
just
shouldn't
forgot
argue
that's what
it. It was deserved.
I just remember I got one award and they did not have like a slide designated. It's like, oh wait, I forgot to put it. It's Jacob, anyways, and they moved on. That was a fun time.
So when I send this to them, I'm not editing any part of this. I want them to have the full thing.
It's just genuine. Yeah, no, honestly.
It was the 7 minutes into
It's fair.
Jerry coming in.
It just gives
Oh,
power grab, like they just record everything. Like you get to see everything. It's like persist. That's what I'm thinking. Persist. Yeah,
oh,
it's giving
oh my God. I lasted 6 days in that game.
I've lasted 0. So better than me.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, you got robbed, man. That was pretty tragic.
I yeah, I'm not over it, man.
I'm not over it either.
This is the last org I played that I made the jury in.
This was after Wheel? Was Wheel
Yeah,
before? I thought Wheel of All Stars was after this. Or after
it's
your
around.
OG season of
It
Collective.
was around the same. It was around the same time.
No, I didn't know.
But like, I didn't make jury Kaleidoscope. I didn't make jury and
I'm
Persist.
sorry.
Yeah, it is your fucking fault. Actually, if we want to bring that up, it is your
It is
fault.
my fault. No, because what was
You let
funny
me
was
get idled out by Kevin Falk. I just you let me get idled out by Kevin Falk while I was at work.
that was funny. No, because what was funny was that during the Collective, when like the
Oh,
logistics of a tie,
Keaton
because that
State.
was the first time it was like actually like possible. And that was again my only chance of surviving. I was thinking, damn, what are the odds I get to nominate Buckley again? Just for the
Right.
knowing you Gordwell, you would not be going home, but just for the memes. That's generally something that would have been hilarious. That would have been amazing.
Right.
Yo, we got a YouTube link.
I'm sharing my screen.
Oh fuck. I'm scared.
You're gonna hear me say, I told y'all, I'm
Can you hear Grace? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
saying it the next few days. Like, y'all really killed it this season. And this has been one of my favorite work experiences that I've ever had. And I'm really sad that this is where where things had to come to, but completely understandable. Y'all do what you feel is going to be best for you. No hard feelings whatsoever. I do have one final request, and I have mentioned it a couple times, but my final request is that me and Marvin, with us two are going to be banished together, that I am the one who gets dragged out and doesn't get the votes, because that means I will get fifth place. And y'all want to know something I really want to take out of this getting that fifth place? I get to tie placement buddies with my amazing and lovely fiance, Seb. And yeah, I got my little Seb shirt on.
We don't talk about what game that merch was from.
Oh my god, it is.
We
from
don't
that.
talk about where that came from. No.
Is it from
There is no way that me and Marvin are going to be able to survive this. I
PRE?
just want to be the one specifically to be
Right?
So
It's from Motel Max Capacity.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, it's from.
Game. But again, love you guys so much and excited to.
We're
see
thinking
what
of the
happens.
wrong canceled orgs here.
The one that
Grace,
Seb hosted, or the one that
Marvin, your
Seb and I
appointee.
hosted.
Was the one that Seb hosted or the one that Seb hosted?
Oh man, I did not expect to be that throwback. I was not expecting it. I thought that I buried that deep into my
I
subconscious.
found my shirt from that came up in my laundry the other day, right before I was
Why did you
banished.
have what? You had like a Seb shirt?
No, not a Seb shirt, but a shirt from the same
Oh, okay.
canceled series.
Oh shit. Lily's saying we can't hear it. I don't know why.
Resubmit your vote.
Oh, so I have to stay unmuted. Oh,
We will,
great.
you know,
Okay.
always try to get back to you as soon as we are able. Feel free to get out any shout outs or love.
Pretty much TLDR, I
So,
think
of
what
course, like,
Marvin said was something on the lines
definitely.
of
I get to
whatever Grace said.
like please,
I don't know.
with me. And I got, like I said, I got the shirt. I had the shirt ready to go.
That's tragic.
And shout out to Emily, financial analyst Emily Flippin, for showing up randomly next to us while we were getting food earlier at a cafe in Adventureland. Shout out to my mom for getting us my Disney annual pass to bring my spirits up today, because that was fun. And shout out to all the amazing rides that I rode today, except the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, because the ride malfunctioned. We got stuck on it, and the staff had to come pull us off the ride.
She got an evac on Pirates!
Does anyone know where Aaliyah is?
Nope.
She's sleeping. Let's be real.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Please
Okay.
tell me that's not real. Please tell me that's not what's happening.
No, because if Aaliyah's sleeping
My
now and
is
they're doing
testing.
final banishment in like a
No,
few
please,
minutes, that's
please,
Shout out
tell
to
me,
not good.
Jonathan. Shout out to
please,
Drum. Shout out to.
tell me this is not real.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you glitched out. Go ahead and
You
continue.
glitched out.
You
You're
glitched
fine.
out. Yeah.
Testing.
Yeah, you're
You're
good.
good. You're not frozen either. So sorry. Okay. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to John. Shout out to Crispy. Shout out to shout out to Mike J and Amy. Your sacrifices have made me get to the final six, and I'm happy and proud to have made it at least this far. And this amazing cast. This was really fun. So
I'm going to give a shout out to my proud members as well, Scott and Malkan, who have been really present and active these past couple of days. Shout out to Amy and Mike J as well. It's a good idea, Mac. It's a classy that you did that. And I want to give a shout out to Grace, but also Marvin, who tried very hard until the last minute with a really convincing speech. So you guys are real player and nothing but respect.
Hey, maybe Aaliyah didn't pre-vote and we get a wheel. Her vote could be randomized.
Alrighty, you guys.
I just want to put it out there. I'm in
down
Eleanor's prod chat and she didn't shout me out,
We
but it's
did
okay.
have the vote count, but you guys don't
And that's
get
on
that
recording.
information because it is a mystery vote still.
I forgot it was a mystery vote.
But we do have someone who's been banished. So Marvin, you have been banished from the collective, and of course, per the rules of the collective, that means Grace, you are also banished. But Marvin, anything you'd like to say before you go to the jury house?
Yeah, I'd like to thank y'all as production, coming into this game not knowing what this was and whatnot. Yeah, I had to be more social than I like to be, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But obviously I've had the opportunity to be social with every person that's left here, whether it was because we kind of were forced to or we were, since the beginning. Because I know like with Patrice, it came later down the road, same with Mac. But with Eleanor, it happened at the beginning. We never were like working together, but we were never after each other. So that's something that I will always take away. And just know that yes, I may have said certain things throughout the last couple days, but no, it's just a game. It's not personal and whatnot. But yeah, good luck to the four of you. Well, I guess three of you since Aaliyah isn't here. In the final comp, which I just found out what it could possibly be. So yeah, good luck. Oh, one last thing.
Oh, yeah.
Grace, I want to say thank you for, being my final two. Obviously, from the get-go, I'm like, it's me and you till the end. And I wanted to do this for you and with you, especially after seeing what had happened in Golden Gates and you having just shitty experiences recently. So that's why I wanted to do this with you.
Thank you so much, Marvin. It really was so awesome having you this season. And we're excited to see where your vote goes tomorrow. And Grace, anything you'd like to say on your way out?
Almost. Again, thank y'all so much, production, and still gonna keep saying like this was genuinely one of my favorite works that I have ever played. Like the cast and like you guys, like, it was just such like no matter something I really deeply respect about all of y'all is that no matter what happened, we still found a way to laugh. We still found a way to have fun. And I feel a lot of these games forget that sometimes, but I feel this game was completely different and that definitely delivered on that. Like a fight would happen, we would have our game night and out laughing, suck at what's that website called with the words? With the word crash word crash.
Word crash word.
Crash word.
Is that
Okay,
what it
I
was?
got it wrong. I already forgot the name of it. Oh my god. But and I want to say
Good news, she is there.
Okay,
She is awake.
Tracy, I hope
She is there.
Yes! Let's go!
I asked Prods, like, can I try to contact them? It's like, yeah, sure, if you can. I don't
for the first time and
don't know if it's gonna work, and it
getting to
worked.
see you here. So I'm so glad that you made it here. I just know that I'm like so proud of you. You absolutely did so good in this game. Eleanor, girl, your energy and your kindness immediately, like I just loved it so much. And you just know you are a queen. And all of any of our calls we had, I genuinely had such a good time talking to you. You always made me laugh. Mac, y'all want to know something crazy? I've known Mac since 2020, and this is the first org
2020
ever played
was only
with
5
Mac
years
in
ago.
the span of 5 years. And so I hollered
Okay,
when I finally got that opportunity, and especially later
Buckley, I've
on
known
down
you
the
since
road,
like
the
2022. Like, that's
conversations
crazy.
I
It's
would
been so
have
long.
with Mac just meant
There's Aaliyah.
so much to me.
I've
and
known Max
I
since 2025. No, I'm kidding.
you in
If they're in back
getting
for
to just
I
like,
also
and it's
met
like we
Grace
never
in
left off
2020.
with our friendship anytime I spoke to you. Like we never we picked up right where we did. And Aaliyah joined at the right time. So I can give a little sweet message for her. Girl, y'all don't get it. Jacob's gonna kill me when I say this. Aaliyah's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. Like I will steal her from Jacob because Jacob likes to take stuff from me. But
I was about to say another sub.
you are just so
Touche.
as
Touche.
always. And then lastly to Marvin. Oh my god.
But
Like
mine's a little different.
when I coming into this
I will
game,
say that's a little bit different. I've done Seb for 10 years. She's barely known her for
I
a
was
month.
not very, very, very close with outside of the game, which was a lot of this cast. And the fact that it was you in my circle, it immediately on right when we got our circle and we immediately ran to each other saying we're going to fight this game out together and we were going to be that
I
final
mean,
two.
respectfully for that circle,
That
I
was
feel like they didn't
something
have much of any
that
other
I
option
really
to.
Yeah.
Immediately, and then just I feel like what was so special
But
about
respect. I mean, they
for
made
me,
it that far
our
despite
favorite
being a
part
2
was
since
the
round
friendship
3.
and
For sure.
bond that I got to grow with you throughout this experience, and that's something I'm so grateful for. But that is all I have, and Marvin making me cry with the Golden Gate stuff because if y'all know, you know. But I just thank you guys so much
For
making
those
this
watching that
experience
don't know, she went home first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting context to the 3 people that are going to be watching this recording.
So much Grace for playing this season. It was such a pleasure hosting you. And we are wishing you and of course Marvin all the best. It was great having
What's
you both
Keaton
this
doing on the screen? Who let him out of the cage?
but we are going to send you off to the jury house. So I hope y'all have fun over there. You got a big job for tomorrow. Bye, Grace. Bye, Marvin.
Not Grace already being in the waiting room.
So fast.
Not
Oh,
even
yeah. If
iconic.
you need a moment to get water or like go to the restroom,
Nary
now
the
would
beat
be
was
the
skipped.
time to do so. And we'll be right back with you in a couple minutes.
Oh. You're muted right now.
You're not supposed to be here, Chris. What the fuck?
What?
I'm sad. You're not supposed to be here. What the fuck?
I'm not supposed to be here. Oh, I thought you about to scare me like I wasn't supposed to be on the Zoom right now.
Oh, theoretically.
No, you're. It's legal for you to be here.
You know what? That makes me feel better because my first question I was going to ask y'all. I do this every time I come into a jury, and was I going to lose? Was I
don't
losing?
know.
You had a
To
chance.
be fair, there was only 4 of us. There was only 4 of us before you guys, but like for me personally, I was voting for you.
Damn.
I have no idea what, because I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for Ezra or Fabi what they were at. I've been very focused on one specific final two scenario personally, but like when Mike mentioned you two, I was like, fuck, that is gonna be tough. It's gonna be rough.
I agree.
Oh, what's up,
That
Billy?
shirt
You're
on.
back.
I'm so. By the way, I'm happy with all of them because literally, I got a lot to unpack too when we do this roundtable. But when I found out me and Marvin's fates were basically sealed, literally me and Marvin were like, "Can we vote Marvin?" Me and Marvin were like, "Hey, let's try and get them to vote Marvin just so Grace can tie with Seb placement wise." And they did that for me, so I'm happy with
They,
it.
they.
And I put my Seb shirt just to be sure of that.
Just a reminder, just like this is the reason you're doing
I'm
this.
glad we both found our merches from that game right before our respective banishments.
God.
I will not be pulling mine out, respectfully.
For those who can hear me, sorry. Congrats on making it to the final four.
For some reason, I thought that was Buckley talking to us. I was like, "What are you talking about?" None of us.
Yeah, we're flipping the.
It's actually, to me, it's
I didn't make it to the final four either, so
because it's playing by team.
I mean, you were closer the one time
right
than I was
before the
both
finale,
times. So.
which
I
feel
actually
it's
like
final two for me.
I actually was devastated after dropping yesterday in that challenge. I was like,
Congratulations, everybody.
I was so bummed out.
I'm back. I had to nervous speak.
You got third, right, in that challenge?
I was so nervous.
Wait, third?
Yeah.
No, wait, did I? No, I got fourth
I was like,
because Marvin. So Marvin was not able to get his ball
And
up
I was
before
like-
before they stopped counting down, or when they stopped counting down the time, he didn't have his position ready, so he was auto eliminated. And I was like, fuck, it's just gonna be me
gotta
like
lock
by
in from
myself.
there, yeah.
And then Eleanor drops, and I'm like, okay, we need two more of y'all to drop. And of course, Jeremy's like, Grace, your arms are over your head. And I'm like, frig. And I moved up. Nope, that ball dropped immediately.
I'm sorry. Because I for some reason I thought the challenge was different. Oh no, I'm thinking of like the one. What am I even thinking about? I was thinking of the mixtures one. That's what I was mistaken it for. I was like, oh, you got
that
third in
one?
that.
You know what really there is a certain face morph that fucked me up in that comp, but I was screaming. It
Which
was
one
the
was
and speaking with Ezra here, it was the Ezra and Patrice one because you could not even see Ezra in it. It's all Patrice.
No, I saw the eyes.
That face morph was all Patrice. I couldn't see Ezra in it.
Look at it again because
It's like-
they're in the announcements channel.
That's Ezra's like 1 month younger brother right there. Like that I looked at that and that was the hardest of all of them.
do you guys want me to unmute the thing?
Oh, go ahead if they're gonna start. Yeah.
Unreal.
I don't know why you
was
have
like,
to
shit, I don't
stay
even wanna feel
unmuted
for her.
so
I
we
can't
could hear the
call her.
video.
I was like, I
That
hope
was
Jacob
never an
Martin
issue on Super
knows
for me
that
before.
she needs a
I don't know
call.
either, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Are you ready to get into your final?
Oh, hi, Marvin. I just fucking.
Season?
Yes, we are.
As ready as we're gonna be, I think.
I think Mac is gonna win this.
Why is Jeremy making this
Marvin's
ASMR?
Yeah, Mac
Mac is
knew
gonna
what
win
the
this.
comp was. Mac had like from a previous season.
Mac has notes.
Welcome.
Has
Very, very
lots of
detailed
information.
notes.
Damn. Nepotism's
been
gonna reign
studying
supreme.
all day.
In this trial, we will be giving you a crime board with slots to fill in with photos of every cast member from
Yeah,
this
Mac
season
is.
of the
I
club.
feel very confident with this
In
one.
between the
I
clips
hate
will be a slot for you to
when I
insert
see
a
child because I'm
photo
like,
of one of this season's
oh
participants.
man.
Some members may fit in multiple places, but there is only one correct solution to complete the board. You will copy and paste the pictures from the second slide onto the first slide in a link we will send you in your production chat. When you get the link, do not click on anything on the slideshow until we give you further instructions. When you believe you have the board filled out correctly, you'll say check, and production will check your board and tell you if it is correct or incorrect. The other participants can keep competing during that time. Every 20 minutes, we will be giving you one correct answer to place on your board. We already randomized an order of numbers for the placements, which you'll understand what that means when I show you the example board that I have. So we'll have everyone put their hands up at 20 minutes. We'll tell you the number that the person belongs in, and then we'll count you back in 3, 2, 1, go, and you'll keep working on it. The participant who completes their board in the fastest time will win the final spot in the collective and determine which inner circle claims the final 2 spots. I'm going to show you what the example board looks like. So this is what the board will look like. Obviously, it won't just say clue, it'll say what the clues are. But when you open your link, there will be a gray box on top of this puzzle. Do not move, touch, click on, delete that gray box until we have started the competition. If any of you touch that gray box before the competition starts, you will automatically be disqualified from the trial. I'm saying that very, very, very clearly. You will be automatically disqualified from the trial if you click on that gray box.
I've heard that voice before.
I need both Patrice and Mac to get disqualified right now. That's so easy. That's such an easy
where all the players' images are.
Not Mac
Here,
saying that he
you're
turned
gonna
the
play
voice
with the images, move them around, make sure that
I
you
just
can
realized
copy and paste them, and understand how the slides works before we
Even
start.
Grace can tell you that I made it very known who I'll be voting for if Eleanor and Aaliyah make it to the end.
Can you actually send me the
Oh
link
yeah.
on
A lot happened. There was
email?
Marvin
Because I
Marvin was
cannot,
being a
I
little
cannot
was
so
having a little fun last
I
night in
just
the
have
main
this
chat.
on my phone, and I would like to play.
Y'all know how I get when someone
Or
pisses me the fuck off in a game.
Can you send me the email that you want me to send it to you? In your
but who is that person, Marvin? If you want to give us like a prelude to what round table is, if that is the final 2.
Oh, Aaliyah, 100%. Because my thing is, you're literally at a point in the
rest
game
of prod, we can start
where there's just jurors. What's the point of lying?
Like I said,
Yeah, I
open
agree.
it, do not touch the gray box.
We'll get there if that is the final 2, but you know.
Yeah.
Play with
I have different reasons.
images and make sure you understand
Oh, we know.
how slides works.
We know your reasons. Also, I'm very Jacob and Mike. You telling me like saying this. I'm like even more so like I'm really glad to hear that, but I'm more sad I didn't make the end now.
I felt that.
About that.
Y'all were like a nightmare scenario because I'm like, I'd be happy with both of y'all winning, but I'll be sad not voting the other. I was like, if I could like split my vote into like halves, I'd give y'all
We're gonna be able to ask questions later, like before we start, or is now the time to do that?
You can ask any questions that you have now.
Okay.
While we're getting this pulled up.
Is this open or closed notes?
You can use what you have.
Okay. So we can like look at Discord.
Yes.
Okay.
I also want to make one thing really, really clear.
Fucking kidding me,
I forgot
right?
to mention this.
What?
The information in this crime board, we built this.
Pausing for a second.
Last season, there was no notes allowed with this. You had to keep your hands in frame the entire time.
Wait, look at Eleanor's face for a second. That's crazy. I thought it was gonna be closed book.
Because Eleanor knows she's fucked here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of takes away from, respectfully at least, it takes away from the challenge in my eyes if you're doing it open notes, because then whoever's the best spreadsheet wins. It's not really about
Mac has a spreadsheet created.
I don't know. I get it because it took so long last season. It took us like 3 hours to do it. I get it. We were up to like 1 a.m., but still.
Well, let's see what's gonna happen.
Yes.
Before the round where Marvin and Grace, like the current round that just ended, went home. So all of the information is based on the first 12 rounds of the game.
Okay.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Wouldn't it be 13?
Because what round did y'all get out? Was that 14? Round 14?
13.
13.
They're not
Yeah,
counting
this
your
is
round.
13.
Okay, they're
They're
not
counting
counting
everything
our
from
round.
round
Okay.
12 before, because they didn't know if y'all were going to get banished or not, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they created it before
Yeah, I need to
before y'all
do
went home.
Seb is rude. He asked me if I got 5th place, and I said yeah, and he said, damn it.
Damn it.
I'm on call with Mike, Jacob, Marvin, John Buckley's there, Billy's there.
We're the jury. Woohoo.
I guess no one uses PowerPoint and Excel anymore. I should be
Is Fabi the only one not here?
up with the program and
Think
Yes.
so.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's like all I use.
Yeah,
I don't
mine-
think he's even conscious right now.
Actually weird to use Drive.
I'm not able to move the pictures on mine.
Oh wait, have we gotten them?
yes, you got it in your prod chat.
No, actually, Mac has not. Mac, I will get you yours.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, Mac, what I need you to do is click that gray square in the dock. If that happens,
Move of the season.
best day of my life.
Imagine all this
Just
manifestation from
comment
Jacob and
before I,
Patrice just ends up winning.
Someone.
Give me 1 sec, Eleanor.
Respect to Patrice, though. If he pulls that off, I'm like,
Oh, that's
you know,
Yeah,
he had
also click that gray link, right?
both of them click that gray square, though. That'd be move of the season.
That's okay.
Imagine you had to recycle this comp because it didn't
Why
work
is this-
for 2 people.
What the fuck's going on?
That would be awful.
Well, let me try this.
Thank God.
Hey, John Buckley, can
There
we
we
just hit
go.
that live button
Sorry.
to match it?
I will not click up.
Okay. Can you move them?
Let's see.
That's a thing?
Mac, I see you moving.
I did not know that was a thing. That's
Maybe
so cool.
not. Oh no.
You didn't know that, Jacob?
I know I didn't know that. I didn't know that was even a button. I didn't know you could even click on it. I just thought it was like an aesthetic, like, oh, it's live. So you know.
So basically what we have to do, the
Yeah.
face,
Catches you up.
Keaton, am I doing it all right?
I would instead of cutting, I would copy. Just
Okay.
make sure you always have the all the
There you go,
pictures here,
Eleanor.
and then also on the other slide. But
Oh, I would not be
beyond
good
that,
at
I
those
would.
'cause I'm
My
on a
suggestion
I'm on
would be to copy
a
as opposed to
Chromebook
cut,
and
but that's
Yeah, but
just so you
then
don't
I
lose the images.
okay.
If you want to cut, that is your call. But if you lose the image, that is on you to get it back. I'm just giving the warning now for that.
I need one of them to lose their image.
Can we ask more questions?
And
Like,
never
will
get
we use each person only once?
Yeah.
And we'll use all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Aaliyah, I just wanted to let you know, I saw you moving the pictures earlier, so you're all good on my end if you are good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right.
Okay. Everyone feel good with moving everything around?
as long as the image wasn't the gray box, we're fine.
Everyone feels good. All ready to go. Is there any more questions?
I guess I kind of, sorry, on the example board, it was like a grid. So it's the pictures that are above, below, and to the side of each clue?
Correct. So
Okay,
all of the clues that surround each picture should apply to the person that is next to it.
Okay.
Give me 2.
Oh boy.
So each person will have 4 clues related to them, right?
I don't think so. If they're
Not
in
necessarily.
Not if they're on the edge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Somewhere between 2 to 4 for each.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Nope.
No.
Eleanor?
No, I'm ready.
Aaliyah, you good? Alrighty. I will give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Once I give you that, you are allowed to delete your gray squares. 3, 2, 1, go.
I like how all four of their heads
Well,
are
Jacob,
closer to
they
the
all
center.
survived the gray square.
Damn it. Fuck.
I
What
like how
stinks?
it's not even Aaliyah locked the fuck in like it usually is from Jacob. It's everyone else clicked the gray square.
Everyone just because here's the thing. For one, it'd be a race for who clicks it first because I know she would. So I was like, if everyone else does it before her, she can. Because I know she would do it.
I can't get over how close Eleanor's face is getting.
Same.
I need.
So while they're quiet, how's everyone's evening? How's everyone doing?
Good. I'm laying in
What
bed.
are we if so Legend ZA, what is safe to discuss and what's not safe?
I was just about to ask how y'all feel about the new megas. I was just about to ask this already.
The new megas are all right. I like.
I just got a shiny Star Raptor, and I am thrilled about the mega.
I'll say I don't like the whole way to get into the mega dimension. How it's time limiting.
Yeah, and even the fights too are timed. Like, what the
Like I don't have time to be making donuts over and over again to go battle. Like sorry.
nah, you're real
So
fun.
I've been focusing on the new side missions that have been released.
Yeah, but some of those need donuts too.
Oh, true.
I'd
Oh,
rather
like
spend them on side missions
That
than go
one
get
battle.
which one? The one with the two? Oh,
That one.
I beat that one with ease.
I had to spam max revives because my donuts were terrible.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
The two mega carbominables.
Oh, no, I got that one on first try. I was shocked, but the one that gave me a hard time was fighting Galissapod for some reason. I didn't realize until maybe like 3 fights in. Oh, it changed typing. No
Wait,
wonder
Yeah,
why.
I think I'm in the mega with Mega Tetsugiri right now. The battle. Like
That one
I
made me
saved right
laugh.
before I battled it, and I'm just like, I'll take care of this later. I don't have time
Like,
right now.
I love the rendered sushi platter that came in with it. That it reminded me of like those objects from Paper Mario Color Splash.
Mm-hmm.
You were
I
gonna say
didn't
something,
realize
Italy?
Golisopod was back until you said that.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry I spoiled it.
No, I looked at the Pokédex. I downloaded it. I haven't had a chance to play. Actually, allotted time tonight to play it. And then Jeremy asked me to do this, so that I scrapped it.
For real. Do
So
you want? So you've seen all the megas?
yeah, I've seen the megas. Yes, yeah, I've seen the megas. I'm more
I
excited that I can have my Mega Swampert though. So
You're
I
real.
love Mega Absol Z.
You're real for that. I what the fuck was I gonna say? I just did a tier list with a couple of my friends. We all did like our own tier list of the Mega Evolutions, and where's the image? Where's the image? Where's the
I'll
image?
say I replaced my Mega Absol, like the regular Absol Mega Stone, with the Absol Z Mega Stone on my Absol.
Real. I like that way more than the OG.
I will say this: I am pissed that we have a Mega Tatsugiri and a Mega Scovillain, but we still don't have a Mega Flagon.
That is
I'm just
Exactly.
They could have done what they did with for Alligator, but instead of a Totodile thing, it could have been a Trapinch. I would take that if that's just what Mega Flygon was. But
I
no,
settled for Winghead Dragonite. I will settle for anything at this point.
I use Winghead Dragonite.
I do
love Winghead
too.
Dragon.
I have a
That's how I beat the Crabominables.
With your wing, with your dragon. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Given
That's
the 4x weakness.
That's kind of goaded, but what the fuck?
I
none
used
of
Alpha Delphox.
I use Emperor, but I will say no one's in the fuck you tier from the DLC. I like the DLC new Mega Evolutions. There's only 3 in the fuck you tier, and 2 of them are from the base game. So good on the ZA for not flopping with the DLC Megas.
Me over here lost in the Pokemon.
I
So-
heard some of the legendaries that they put in the DLC are not shiny locked.
Ooh, did not know that.
Yeah, somebody found a shiny. I saw on TikTok a shiny. What's the grass of the land guy?
Verizon.
That
I
yes,
call it Verizon.
yeah.
Virizion.
It's
Verizon.
Verizon, but I've been calling it Verizon
Wireless.
since.
I like how Mike said Verizon. I was like, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that
I
one.
didn't even fight
You're
it.
not
I've been
wrong.
calling it Verizon right along.
But yeah, no. So I don't know how y'all feel about this guy, but fuck this guy. Fuck this design.
Oh,
Fuck
you know
this.
what the design is for, right?
No, I know it's like Fire Blast. That's cool, but that's just
Oh, I didn't know
No,
that.
like the design is Japanese characters.
yeah for fire, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And like the reason why I say because I think this is the Fire Blast, like the logo. Well, I mean it's that, but
I still think the design is so like they could have given the female Mega Pyroar a different design.
thank you. That's how I felt. With the meow sticks too, and the
Like the
Meow Stick, I think is
at least they
incredible.
combined them.
fuck this guy.
No,
This diva.
no. Mega Starmie is my favorite Mega of all time.
You're fucking.
It is so good. The way that it just tiptoed around the Mega
The-
battle. It was
like they made it a physical attack. Why?
I literally started
It has
cackling
huge-
on airplane whenever I got to that. I was on a plane and I was cackling out loud because I couldn't hold it together. I thought it was so funny.
Which made me laugh. That did make
I
me laugh.
mega evolved my Starmie before doing the side mission where everyone's got all their Starmies. So it's just Starmie, Mega. Oh, mine was also Alpha, so Mega Alpha. And
Oh, that would.
other regular
I'm so
Starmies.
sorry. What? I'm looking at these like, which ones do I hate? I also don't like.
I spent like 2 days trying to desperately catch a Dratini while still rank Y before I did anything else in the story because I found out you could get Dratini pretty much immediately.
Yeah, I've found the spot you go to try to shiny hunt for.
On the roof.
On the roof.
Yep.
Across the bridge.
There's actually a couple spots on the roof that you can get at fairly early.
Right, Billy? That's,
What was the question?
I was saying, right, Billy? That was the question.
Sure.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't
I
know
know you're
who I don't know who
Nope.
Indigo Twin 8459 is, but I just want to point out I only regret.
Is
That's
that,
Hales.
is that Hales?
That's
That's
Hales.
Oh Hales.
Who's also in Eleanor's prod chat with you.
I know.
The I know is the way that sounded.
I
Say how you really feel, Buckley.
I don't know.
That's a fellow pre-juror from Kaleidoscope, man. You guys are like family. I thought you guys would get along.
At least I made the merge. I didn't die a local girl. Name
I
that.
got
did
swapped
Hales
onto a
Jury.
tribe with Kevin Falk and Madison Brown sniped me.
That's crazy. What the
I
fuck?
love being on this side of this because I didn't get to do this last year. I was on the other end of this, the last game.
Yeah, no, it's fun being round table host. I love being round table host.
Wait,
Oh,
Billy,
no, I mean I was doing the comp last time.
Oh, okay.
That's
thought you
fine.
meant-
The humble flex.
Billy,
That's how Billy, you won that, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Good shit.
But also, I won when it was closed notes. We were all in separate different rooms with a member of Prod watching us. And it took 3 hours to finish because it wasn't just notes on this season. It was notes on every other season. So it was a second chances season.
That's
Please.
evil.
That's rotted.
That
That's-
is, oh my god, that's horrendous.
Well, all the information was publicly available on the Discord server. But I also thought they would focus more on like the intro videos and stuff like that for the connections. But they did. But some of the questions were like, place
Game
better
sense.
this season than they did in their previous season. I'm like,
Oh, that's right.
this is second chances. Almost everyone did that.
Yeah.
Mac was frozen for a second.
I thought he was asking to check, and I was like, well,
That's what I thought. His thumb was up, and then I didn't see him move. He literally, like, I was talking. He was saying he was trying to do his shout outs and he was glitching out so bad earlier. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I think that was one of the moments where Buckley was muted and we were just kind of existing before we realized he had to be unmuted for us to listen. But no,
Wait,
I
where
want
did
to
Eleanor go? Why is she not on camera?
probably I don't know.
Is she on mobile?
Did she click the gray
No,
square?
she's not.
No, she did pick the gray screen.
Played the what card?
No. So one of the rules was that like apparently like the way that they set up like the dock for each person, if they click on, I think something that might have like unveiled like some information they may not have meant to see, maybe giving them an advantage if they touch that square or
They
that
had a
access that's like on the dock.
they'd have had a
Oh,
gray
she's on
text.
an iPad. That makes sense. She's been using an iPad.
What were you gonna say, Buckley?
I was gonna explain the square.
Preach.
It's like it was a text box that blocked the entire table.
Ah.
It was like like whenever they like on like old school Survivor when they used to do like fun challenges and they would like have to flip over the board or whatever. Not to at current Survivor, but we need fresh challenges that aren't do a puzzle with your feet.
Do a puzzle with your arms.
Do a puzzle with your legs.
But not your hands.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
your
but
arms.
just your arms.
You know who would be fucked in a challenge like that?
What?
Rayman.
Oh.
If you have to use your
He's
arms
cooked.
but not your
Oh,
hands,
nah, he's cooked.
he's kind of shit out of luck.
My band's kind of cooked. But no, I saw this video on TikTok. I don't even use TikTok all that much, but it came up on my feed. Of basically like what Survivor has in challenges have resolved to that like no matter what task you perform afterwards, it's a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
Honestly, speaking of Rayman, can we talk about how Aaliyah's circle did not take a single hit from round 1 to final 7?
That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Good on y'all.
What a segue.
Honestly, go to 10 out of 10 segue. Respect. I'm seeing more people do my like hypnotic style of transitions, and I love it.
Well, speaking of hypnotic transitions,
I keep forgetting I have to be subjective. I was going to offer my analysis on that, but I feel like I have to realize I can't like say what I want to say.
Just 2 days, or 1 day. Is it tomorrow? Someone
It's
wins?
tomorrow.
Yes, minimum 24 hours, Billy. And then I can't
How
wait
long
to
they
hear.
take in this challenge though? It may be today.
Real. Yeah, with notes. Come on, Mac. Like, come on, bro. Lock the fucking.
Notes only work so far if you have them organized.
Yeah.
No, but they can use anything at this point, so they should just be able to
They
look up
could,
the
yeah, they
videos.
could use anything. Literally, I don't know. Literally, we were also, I hope maybe there is a chance they could have tied it because to be so real, my mom messaged me yesterday about her getting our Disney passes, and I said, "Oh, we're gonna go do that today," and I would have not have got any studying done whatsoever
Real.
because I was too busy having the time of my life. So
Yeah, it's like enjoying your life. Like, yeah, like how dare you, Grace? Like, why aren't you studying for this comp?
He was too busy getting evac'd off pirates.
getting what?
You said
Say
it.
one thing.
If you watch back this entire stream, you will see me screaming whenever you said you got walked off pirates.
Bruh, no. So day one of Grace and Seb being Disney pass holders involved running into a Survivor player, which was fucking wild. Like Seb was like, we gotta do a double take, and Seb was like, that's her. And I'm like, I don't know, you're probably tripping. And then Seb heard her talk, and Seb was like, that's Emily, Grace, that's Emily. And I'm like, I don't know. And then literally she walked away and then she came back and Seb asked her. She said, yeah, it's me. And we're like, what the actual hell? So we took our photo with her. We talked to her for a couple minutes. And then we went to Pirates literally after we ate our food after that. And the ride just completely stopped. We were stuck on there probably for a good half hour. And the staff had to come out and push the boats and walk us through the exit. I got to see backstage and they were threatening us, like, please don't have your phone out and film us or you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get us in trouble. It's like, okay.
Okay.
No,
And then
they're
because
great.
we got stuck on the ride, they gave us 2 lightning passes that we were able to use for the rest of the day.
I don't know.
I love that.
So yeah, that was an eventful. It was eventful for sure.
I'm sad Seb didn't see my message in time because when he said that in the hypnotic house chat, and I told him like, hey, if you call me, I will not subtly bring up Survivor as like a means of like alarming her, you know? Just like to see if she reacts. If she reacts, clearly she was on Survivor.
No, literally, like that was so crazy. And we even saw all those survivors. What was crazy too is the fact that we literally at Over the Edge met all these Survivor and Big Brother people last weekend, and then she's just there the weekend after, and we just coincidentally ran in. Like what?
Yeah.
She was really no, but it was so cool though.
I'm jealous. I wish I could meet people.
Wait, did you say you wish you could meet people?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I was waiting. Yeah. I wish I could meet people.
Well,
Well,
maybe that's when you fly down and visit us next year, and then you can meet people. There's your
Yeah.
problem solved.
Yeah, they type shit. No, like I'm mad because I was supposed to take that week, the week I was sick off, and so like the whole week I was like, well, at least I can't go, but at least I like look at money. Not even that. Couldn't work the whole week. The mom would not let me.
but
Or my
Grace,
client.
what if we met up before that happened?
Uh,
Wait, what?
Oh, I was alluding to July
Oh, I see what
That's
you
when
mean.
half the jury here met
Who
before we were
randomly came
collective
to randomly
castmates.
met up.
yeah, me, you, and Marvin.
Yeah.
Marvin.
I want to meet Marvin, man. I want to meet
Me
everyone
too.
here on this call.
Especially after playing with Marvin, and again, like how close I got with Marvin, like I want to meet Marvin IRL so bad now.
Me too. I want to meet Ezra, and I want to meet Buckley, and I want to meet
Unplugged
Billy. I want to meet
season 2
everyone.
all-star party.
I don't want to meet everybody. I'll say that.
You don't. I don't want to meet
Ooh,
everyone. I want to meet everyone on this call. This does not extend to every.
That part, yes.
There.
he doesn't want to meet people, certain individuals that are still struggling with this. You know what? I'm actually very happy I'm not doing this now because I would be losing my mind.
I'm upset I'm not doing this right now.
Honestly, Billy and I could drive to each other, and we still haven't.
What
You could
happened?
also drive.
I said you and I could drive to each other, and we still haven't.
My donut wasn't long
Listen, I
enough.
told you when I was going to Hershey, it's not my fault.
You told me the day of.
No, I told you.
Yeah, it's still not his fault.
Nah, we were having
Yeah.
me and Seb were trying to see Billy when he was down here and literally like had the hardest time.
Quite literally, it's because we were gonna meet up, but a half hour before like they were gonna get there, it started downpouring, and none of my friends wanted to wait.
Oh well, it's Florida. It's gonna downpour every day in the summer.
Well, we were also soaking wet because there's nowhere to hide.
Okay.
I heard noises. I was like, someone did the challenge.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was Julia for some reason.
What?
Oh, I think it's Eleanor doing a Sabrina Carpenter impression.
She's working with it because she's a singer.
No, my brain processed it like a second later. I was like, nah, that's Eleanor.
I'm gonna I want Prod to send the map over once this comp is over because I want to see it.
Yeah, I already asked. They said they'll send
Oh,
it.
you already asked. They
Yeah,
said,
already.
are they gonna send it?
They're gonna send me one. I did not ask on behalf of everybody. I was like, can I?
Wow, just you?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put it in the jury chat. Be like, yo, can
The
we?
personal experience doing this comp is hell on earth, and I don't think you actually want to do it.
I did the last one. I feel like
I'm probably not gonna do it, but I just want to look at it. I would make an attempt, but will I do good at it? More than likely not.
I want to do it because I want to know if I would have done better than these.
Okay, everyone stop what you're doing. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Hands
we
up
got
on
a winner.
screen, on
Yeah,
screen.
Eleanor, just come back to Zoom for a moment.
Can you see me?
No,
No.
no, you can't. Okay.
Juicy.
All right. The first spot that we will be giving you
Oh,
is
yeah.
participant number 20 in the bottom right-hand corner is Ray.
Patrice doesn't even have both his hands in frame.
Like, who's Ray?
You may all start again now.
Bro, I thought somebody
I was
won.
like, wait, did someone want? Did someone
They
win?
needed
No,
a
they
hand.
said Grace, they said every 20 minutes they're gonna have them put their hands up and give them one
That's been
participant.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was I walked there was a moment when before they started this, I had walked away because I was talking to Seb, so I didn't hear that part.
We didn't get our first person until 2 hours into the competition.
2?
2 hours?
Who makes this crime board?
We also had no notes, no internet,
No
like
internet.
like everything.
Freaking
Who
little
makes-
house on the prairie.
You never know. Some people might take paper notes.
Wait, who makes these crime boards then? They're struggling that bad.
Well, what they probably did, I feel like I'm on a podcast right now. What they probably did is decided that they were going to do an open note, so they made it harder.
Yeah, they probably did something really like it's probably something real minuscule that you would have had to like be a part of.
Like two people who, yeah, sorry.
My guess would be like this person voted in this way or something stupid like that, but something you'd have to like talk to other people or maybe figure out.
Or like
the 13th word this person said in the chat was periwinkle.
Could be.
Okay.
Their average placement is 5, like or something.
Well, that would be great.
No, I mean like in challenges.
No, they could do that. The average placement of this person in the collective trials is 5th.
Yeah.
Just missed the collective 3 times. Ooh.
Mike V and Mike V again.
I don't know. Making the collective trials are overrated.
From personal experience, I think I agree.
Just get saved. Pretty easy.
Okay, that's the hard part.
I've played 2 times, both drastically different as far as my success in trials, and it didn't change my placement at all. So maybe it just doesn't matter if you win or not.
I think Mike Jones was literally the only person that was not in my circle to save me. That's I don't deserve to be here.
Let's go to
It's the way that with you, Mike, had I not promised to save Benji the round that I saved him, you were gonna be my next go-to.
If anybody really cares, because this is more fun for me, if anything, here's my spreadsheet from last season.
Oh Lord, I know this is about to have so much stuff on it.
This was all my prep work going into the final comp.
Because we're watching
notes for it.
For the final jurors.
I made me and Marvin a Google Doc.
He sure did.
Okay.
I even finished, even though me and Marvin were nominated yesterday and we knew like chances were slim, I still finished it just for precaution. I still did finish it.
Respectability, thorough.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. With Google Sheet again.
Damn, you have all the intro video notes on here.
He's goaded for that, yeah.
That's wild.
Grace, I really wanted to win this game.
I know you. Well, you did it. You did it. I was even talking to Mac yesterday because me and Mac once everything happened last night, everyone left except for me and him, and we were literally talking for a long time. And I was like, I'm like, I'm still like after all this time, like you winning last season was like so
And
good
with
because it
that,
was a long time coming.
congratulations, Eleanor. You have won the final
Oh
two of this
snap! Okay.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
Patrice now knows he fucked up. He was playing
He
someone else's
should
game
have
instead of his
he should
own.
have tied it. He
This
should
is
have
what I
tied
told
it.
him. I told him this.
So, question for Marvin and Grace: if it did tie, who would have went on the block and who would have went home?
Eleanor would have gone over Mac 100%.
Yeah, we would have voted Eleanor out.
And we told him, Mac believed us. He put all his trust in us, but Patrice didn't because Patrice was playing Eleanor's game, not Patrice's game. And I told him, I'm like, this sounds like the radical mini where you did everything for your allies and got snubbed at fourth.
Yeah, literally. Like, and I
What's
literally
this
told
for your
Patrice
game?
too earlier. I said, like, if you tie this, like 1,000%, like me and Marvin, like, and I'm speaking for myself too. Like, we got you. We're voting them out, and you guys will be in final four.
I remember Prod pushed everything back a day because we finished ours so late that Noah was like, I want to campaign tomorrow. And I'm like, let's just get this over with. I'm voting you out.
No, and Noah sent a VOTR talk about how bad jury management that was. But I, as a juror, would have been like, just wrap this up.
I don't know. If it was the opposite, I would have been like, just vote me out. I don't want to deal with this tomorrow.
Anyone to make a pick.
Okay.
I told Patrice.
I'd like to take it to a wheel, please. No,
All right. Aaliyah saved, which means Mac and Patrice are both up for banishment.
I'm just saying if they fuck this up, I'm just like, dog.
And I will pass it over to
Honestly,
Wait, there's a way to fuck this up?
banishment.
They both
Yes,
get
there
tied.
is. That's
They
if
get
they
tied.
vote differently because they can't talk. They're on the Zoom.
Alrighty, well, I cannot.
Oh my God.
Here at banishment number 14.
They're gonna vote Mac out because
we will just
Patrice
save
helped them out the
anything
last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Jury roundtable if you wind up there, or tomorrow night at our finale
Honestly,
at 10
I
p.m.
don't.
Eastern.
I actually don't know who I would vote
So let's
between
go
both
ahead
of
and give our
them
nominees
right now.
a moment to give a final.
I need to hear their. I need to hear
go
their
ahead,
finale.
Matt,
Their
you can
questions.
go ahead and give a final plea if you'd like.
Between
Jacob, what are you doing?
I would like to make the final two because I'm kidding.
Oh no, Jacob's not on my screen. Oh.
I am very excited for you both to explain your games. My vote is open.
But 2 women in the final 2, I do have to stand that though.
Really happy
That is
to
something I
hear
do
that
have to
you
stand.
are into the game.
I mean, unless they
And
vote
that's
separately.
Thank you
God,
so
imagine.
much, Mac.
Wait, that means I'm the only woman on this jury. Dead.
Well, congrats on making it to final 2.
Tentatively. You don't
Also,
know.
by the
I
way,
wish I could have
Aaliyah
been there
never
as well,
touched the
but,
block, did she?
It seems
Or was that
to
Eleanor?
No. Oh wait, no, she did twice.
Eleanor.
Yes, my
Aaliyah
turn
did,
for
Eleanor did not.
these days.
That's what it
Eleanor
was.
never did.
And
No.
same for me. I will be rooting for you in the jury, and I will be asking good questions, and I can't wait to hear and to get you a chance to explain
I'm
how well you
honestly
did
surprised to hear that Eleanor and Patrice were like
good luck to both of
still
you.
tight.
And,
Because when I left,
let's,
she was
make us
not
proud.
happy that Fabi and I went on the block.
Thank you so much.
I think she was playing that up.
And because I like
That's the only thing that makes
everyone
sense.
submit
Which
your vote.
is an honor.
Go ahead and submit a vote, right? You didn't submit a vote yet. So if you are not nominated, go ahead and submit a vote. We'll be back with you as soon as we can.
Like, I feel like this would be a good time for a breakout room situation.
See, they don't know who they're voting.
Please tell me.
What happens if it
They
ties?
seriously. Oh my. Please tell me they fucking
What if we
talked about
If
it.
it ties, you go home, Eleanor.
You lose.
Then Aaliyah would be automatically out.
Like,
Yes.
so.
Okay,
God.
Aaliyah, do you want to speak openly really quickly about what we're doing?
Well, I'm not going to vote for who we've been working with. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not gonna vote for who we've been working with.
Okay.
Told you they're
Say
voting
it
Matt.
straight. Just say it straight up at that point. If it's legal, just say it. I would have just said, I would have just shut it down. It's like, no.
Like, sorry, but Mac played their game. Mac didn't play his game. No, like 100%. I even told him that.
I would not know. I would not have known. I did not. I was not really close to Mac and Patrice.
It'd be so embarrassing.
Patrice was all right. I wasn't the closest with him, but I wasn't like estranged from him.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been an interesting final too, just like because I don't know
I'm
inherently.
like literally like, did I wait? Did I? No, I did the right thing.
Did you?
Did you?
We do have a
Imagine
normal
if this was the
vote
last
this
mystery
time,
vote.
so we will get a vote
It
count.
was, honestly.
In a vote of 2-0, Mac, you have been banished from the collective. Mac, thank you so much for playing as well. Per the rules, Patrice is also banished from the collective. Thank you both for being here and competing this season. It's such a pleasure to have you both. And really enjoyed seeing you guys in this final competition. Mac, if there's anything you would like to say before you go to jury house.
Give it your all. You two have outlasted literally 18 other people. You've outlasted members of your own inner circle, and now it's time to do the same to each other. Have fun. Get your claws out. Fight for those jury votes.
And for the two of you hopping in the jury, you should be able to see the jury chat now, where they do have a Zoom active that you can hop on and start chatting
Mac
about our
robbed.
lovely two finalists.
I'm really sad.
Mac was robbed.
Oh my God, Mac! I got in the call with Mac right after, like a few days after Topher walked, and Mac read my circle to me,
And
Mac
if there was anything
flawlessly.
you wanted to say,
He
you
knew.
hopefully joined.
He knew
knew
all
everyone's
the
circles
circles
pretty early.
pretty early
Very
on, but
early.
he didn't say anything about it
No,
though.
I'm really happy to have been playing this season, and I can't believe I almost.
I was really pulling for him though, like especially
feeling
like I said, like
doing
the,
well so
like the
quickly
last
after the
few rounds,
last
I feel
one,
like
but that
I
ended
got
up
like pretty
playing, and
close
it
with
was my
him.
favorite game so far. So thank you to Prod.
There's even
first
one day
one
I
to,
was
like-
at work.
Sorry, good.
Nice.
It was a couple days ago. It was a few days ago.
Are a great
I
team.
was at work.
And
It was
again,
the round when he was
congrats
dommed with
to Noah
Benji, and
Leah,
I was on a call with him while I was doing
like I
my
said,
work for
because
like 2 hours. Just we talk game and
Well,
also
thank
just
you so
talking about
much,
stuff. It was
Tiffany.
so I had so much fun with him.
So this has been our pre-jury roundtable. Me about to host this.
Y'all should tune in for the pre-jury roundtable. That was really good.
It was
So
really
what?
good.
Before we came in.
It was before it even started.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Oh.
it's real. No man, no.
No, I was pulling for you.
Girl, I was running for me too.
Mac, how are you going to ask me for information and then flop? Come on.
Ugh.
I love you. You're good.
I just want to say "told you so" to Patrice as soon as he comes in, but I'm not going to
No,
because we're all here.
If there's one thing I can't do, it's place number one in the collective. I can get second, I can get third, but not number one.
Oh, you're number one.
Here's the thing. Like I even pointed out to Patrice, I'm like collectively, Aaliyah and Eleanor have had about 5-6 placements at number one, as to where me and Grace only had one.
Yeah.
I think these last three were three in a row for Eleanor, were they not?
Yep.
No.
No, because I had one before.
No,
Eleanor.
Aaliyah had one. My bad.
Aaliyah had one. I mean,
And Aaliyah was in number one for the 2 endurance comps.
Yeah, she was number she was number one last night.
Yeah.
Did you just throw a piece of Captain Crunch at me?
No, and like I was saying earlier, is that like with me being out all day, like I barely like had
Oh,
time to
please tell me that made the recording. Sorry.
It's still recording. It's not stopped recording from the moment Buckley pressed
No,
that button.
that threw me off.
I'm assuming everyone here has watched Winners at War.
Okay,
Oh,
the
this one.
final juror is coming in. And we can get this roast a cooking.
Do we have okay? We have everyone except for Fabi. Damn it, Fabi! Fucking ruined it. We could have been at full house.
I know.
Darn
Why does
you.
Fabi have to be all
Dang,
the way in Germany right
Patrice.
now?
Hello.
Oh, boss.
That was I'm sad.
Yeah. I'm sad. Overall, I'm just liked everyone
I
left
was-
of the game. It's tragic, but congrats.
I
to
was
y'all.
actually counting on you, Mac. I was like, I'm sure he's gonna pull this off.
I was
I had
close.
four left, but I wasn't sure that. It is what it is.
I also had 4 left, but
They're sending us like a full, like a blank one. I want to see because I feel like it was rotted. I feel like they wouldn't have allowed y'all open notes if it was just like basic.
no, it was. I had a lot of the information written down. I had a day off today, so I basically like went through everything. There was 2 things I didn't write down because I thought it wouldn't be needed. The first was like players who wear glasses. I'm like, okay, I can just scroll through that's like one of them. And then the other was people who voted for Eleanor during the collective trial. Like that's the name of it. Though yeah.
I did.
Oh, I don't remember when that was.
I
I think
didn't.
I was out for it, but I just don't remember when it was because I did watch
Yeah,
everything.
you were. It was the live night round where
Oh.
Mike Jones left.
I forgot Benji. Yeah, he joins the jury.
Yeah, how come Benji's joining the jury?
Because
Because the final 2 gets to vote for the last juror.
They get to vote, yeah, and they're gonna put him on jury, which I'm actually really glad. I'm really like happy for it because I felt like so like y'all don't even know how horrible I felt having to do that to him. Like I was crying, like I was off camera during that because I was like really upset about that. Like
So you weren't sad that I got voted off, but you were sad that Benji got voted off. That's fucked up, Grace.
I also would not be.
okay,
Oh wait, I
was
wasn't
sad
voting
you were
off.
going as a friend, but things I found out in the game, I was kind of feeling a little relieved. Not gonna lie.
Hey, Benji.
Hey, Benji.
Benji.
Hello, Benji.
Now, what in the Darwinism Galapagos fuck is going on?
So the last 2 people in your circle voted you into the jury.
I lost my ear. Okay, go.
I
Your
forgot
last
about
2
this.
members voted you into the jury.
All right. So we have a full jury now. We have 9 members of a jury. 8 of them are here tonight. If you were not here for the lovely introduction that Jeremy gave, I am John. If you have not met me before, which I've hosted, I think almost all of you here.
Yeah.
And Billy, one of us won this game. The other one should have won their season, and I'll let you figure out how that goes down.
Hello.
So with that being said, tonight this is all in your hands. You guys, obviously the discussion, Billy and I will help guide if you all get stuck and are running in circles just to keep the conversation flowing. But let's just talk initial thoughts. Let's discuss the final 2 we have of Eleanor and Aaliyah. Somebody can start.
I guess, although in the most shock, I will start speaking. Obviously, those 2 are my inner circle members. Proud as fuck to see them there. God damn. Aaliyah, I worked with a little closer than Eleanor. I feel like Aaliyah had a pretty sturdy game overall, knew where to make her connections, where they made the most sense. Wasn't also afraid to cut them if absolutely necessary. I think Eleanor also teeters on that fact too, but she played the middle very, very well. I expected it. I expected there was a little more to Eleanor than meets the eye. But she's very charming. She's very captivating. She, um, was also able to kick ass in most of the comps to where she guaranteed some, if not most parts of our inner circle safety whenever Aaliyah or I couldn't get in. So she played a very integral part to us getting where we were. Yeah, I guess I'll start there, and then if anyone else wants to open up, that's just my beginning statements for both.
Do any other jurors want to say nice things about them?
There's one of them that, I think played a magnificent game. I personally was pulling for.
And the other is that. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, let me remove the bias from a little bit. I think that they both have different attributes I think would warrant a deserving winner. I obviously have left a lot sooner than the game than a good chunk of the jurors here. I think that I'm mostly relying on, like, no, I guess no offense to Benji, but mostly just the two circles who have just departed tonight to kind of catch us up on anything that might have happened that might enlighten our decisions, that might better educate our perceptions of them in the game. Because I feel like it would be. I'm not the most reliable narrator, naturally, because I think that I am very contractually obligated to vote a specific way. Shocking, right? I have to. But I think you guys are. Maybe you guys have more to say.
There are two things I want to point out. There's a certain point, I've said this over and over again with the whole lying thing. At a certain point, it's just jurors. Why lie about stuff, especially with the votes, when you know there's no idols in the games? Why lie about where your votes are going? One lied, one didn't. Another one was accusing Amy of making empty promises when they were the ones making empty promises, while the other one, when they wanted to be like, hey, this is what's going on, that's exactly what they did. And I'm sure you can figure out which one was straight to the point, this is what I'm going to do, and not lie about it. And you have the other person who was lying and making those empty promises.
Yeah, I don't really agree with this because if we are talking about the last round, actually, they both were in on the plan, but we decided that actually Aaliyah will say, okay, I'm gonna give Patrice a sympathy vote, and Eleanor was the one lying. So it was kind of I felt like Aaliyah maybe had the better way to actually um, make her scene like better in the light when they were making decision together. But that I can agree with. But like Aaliyah knew that like there's gonna be lies, and she was in on the plan, and that was actually helping her game to show that I'm the one telling the truth, where in fact she was in on the plan too. Not sure if I'm making myself clear, but for the last round, at least that's how it went. And we could have
You are
decided.
making So you are making yourself clear, but then also Aaliyah put herself in the position where she didn't have to lie, and
Yes,
she's gonna be like, "This is what I'm going to do."
yes,
As to where somebody else decided to be like, "I'll lie about this stuff." So you
yeah,
see where I'm coming from. Aaliyah made herself look even better, put herself even higher in the pedestal than Eleanor, and I'm pretty sure that was all part of her strategic plan. Because at the end of the day, it's her or Eleanor getting to that end, and Aaliyah's gonna watch out for herself any given day when it comes to them two being the last two left.
yeah, that I agree.
And to add on to that as well, it's very much like any other org, very perception based, especially with Eleanor getting her wins consistently. Who, once you come toward the end of it, who's going to be most looked at? With that, I also agree that Aaliyah put herself in a better position because everyone's going to continuously look at Eleanor. Eleanor's the one that lied. Eleanor's the one that did this, that, and the third. Um, I think that, again, just to agree on that, like, again, this is something that I'm sure Aaliyah thought about and was like, okay, my perception of doing X, Y, and Z, this is what I need to do to make myself look better. To where I've seen Eleanor kind of, at least to me when we've had our conversations, kind of stumble on what to do a little bit. And then toward the end of the game, she's like, okay, I'm just going to look out for myself. So do we want to honor? It depends on what we want to honor. Do we want to honor those who put themselves to get there, or those who did really well competitively, did well somewhat better strategically, but maybe did a few missteps here or there that they didn't necessarily need to do to be able to get the win?
Okay, I just
Jacob,
want
not that you needed my permission, but
But I was just gonna say, like, we could like break this up into like sectors if you want. Like, we could focus like right now on like
very,
kind of like the strategic
please.
game, and kind of like how they might have conducted themselves, how they might have portrayed, how they might have executed moves. We can like then move on to like, so like I don't know if we want to like use this as like the general overarching point of discussion right now to talk about how they navigated the game strategically, how they conducted themselves, how they went about decision making. Um, Not because I have things to say about that, but just like a general like, let's talk about those.
Okay. I was like trying to add on. No, what was dang, I already forget what I was gonna say. No, I definitely like, especially what Benji was saying, like I definitely feel like Eleanor was able to put herself, especially like in the beginning of the game. Now looking back on her game, she was able to position herself in the middle like very well. And something I ponder on upon is, was that more of a testament to her social game and to the relationship she was making, or the collective when she was getting and being able to have that opportunity to save people? And I feel that really helped put her in a position where she would be trusted very quickly. And I want to know if she like, if there's like outside of that, what if anything outside of getting those collective wins helped her make those relationships there. And then with Aaliyah, I definitely like now seeing, especially with the way that Amy vote went yesterday, that impressed me. And I just definitely want to see, because I, to be honest, from my perspective, maybe I'll be the only person feeling this. I did not know where she stood a lot game wise, especially with me. Oh, Mike, you're also shaking your
Are we
finger.
talking about Eleanor with us?
What? No, Aaliyah. So I
Oh,
want to
yeah,
know
no.
what I, maybe you guys are able to provide me that insight, but I want to know like before last night, what are several things that she did to kind of like that she was strategically planning ahead, because she seemed like she had was planning things ahead. I just did not see it.
I actually had a question for Jacob, because this is a conversation I had with Amy once. She said that any decision that Aaliyah made, she had to clear through you.
No.
Is that true?
No,
Okay.
we've
Okay.
argued about certain things in the game. Like there are some
Okay.
things that I genuinely didn't feel was the smarter move. Like I tried to talk her into saving Rachel the round that Rachel chose to
Yeah.
leave, and even also argued about the logistics of like why saving at the end in choosing to flip the order the round that Alex got sent home on the revote. I felt that was optimal. There were many times where me and her discussed the logistics, and more often than not, she won in those exchanges. So I conceded to like, okay, fine, we can do the regular order. Okay, fine, you don't have to save
Okay.
Rachel, which was to my detriment. No, I think that there was one time I know because she came to me and had gotten word that that was something Amy was trying to spread. Because there was a time where she did leave a call or conversation saying, "Hey, I had to talk to me," and it probably wasn't about game. It was just probably just like to spend quality time together. God forbid that's what we were doing.
Got
But
it.
that's not what
That's
happened.
just something I wanted to know, because obviously y'all definitely work together. That's not nothing
That's
that
not
I
news.
we all knew.
Yeah,
That's not news. But I wanted to ask you that because I wanted to see if Aaliyah actually played that way or not. So thanks for clearing that up.
I'm glad you asked that too, because I know that's been a few like something that we also pondered. Like we've also talked about like a lot of her game coming from you, Jacob, and like your circle.
Like I remember at the early on in the stage of the game, me and Benji got on a call and we were just like, okay,
Mhm.
what's the plan? Because both me and him were returnees, and we've been wanting to get like a lick back for a while, and we made an alliance and was just like, all right, you tell me who you trust the most of your circle. I will tell you who I trust the most from my circle, and to kind of like exchange that information. So he said Aaliyah, I said Rachel, and we made that for early on in the game and tried to his best to like speculate, try to compare notes, see where other circles were at. But aside from that, I never felt she was dependent on me or like came to me specifically for permission to make moves. She did things on her own. I knew that coming into this game. We've had a
I
discussion about it. And sorry, what were you gonna say, Benji?
No, you're good. I interrupted you. I will second that because Aaliyah and I also had separate conversations. Like the game's the game. What you do outside of the game is your business. Inside this game, they were both willing to cut each other like a fucking fish immediately. And I was like, period. Like, because I mean, to be so fair, there's quite a few people that Aaliyah knows that is in the game and also in the jury. But the thing that we both agreed on is coming in on a blank slate. I've never played with, like, me personally, I've never played with Grace. I've never played with Jacob. I've never played with Mac. I played with Marvin a handful of times. There's a whole bunch of people that I know out of here that, and Aaliyah on top of that. Like, if it wasn't for Aaliyah being in my inner circle, I mean, she was still on that same slate for me anyway, because who knows if Eleanor would have been the better choice if I was still around anyway. Like, it does not bog or confuse or make any sense for us just to go on very like beer shaped goggles and just waltz our way through like that. If you're good for the game, you're good for the game. Period. If not, you're gone.
Yeah, no, I'm knowing her. I know I can't compromise her independence. I knew that was something that I came into the game like discussing, like there were like what things to do, things to avoid, things to because like communication obviously was very important. I will say on the strategic end of things, maybe y'all can better share your perspectives of this specifically because this round did confuse me because I've been under the and maybe this is coming from just my personal experience of being down to two very quickly my first time and kind of feeling a little bit trapped in my situation this time. Like, so any opportunity to ensure you have as many people in your circle as possible, I feel like you should take it. The Benji banishment round, I am very curious from both of their perspectives why neither saved Benji, and I don't know. That's
Oh,
something
I
I've
can
been
I
scratching
can
my head
unveil
about.
that.
Yeah, that was
I can talk about that. So
interesting.
essentially, I was supposed to be safe, but Eleanor was insistent on saving Amy, which I mean would have been fine. I would have been fucking safe anyway had Aaliyah decided not to save Patrice instead and try and force Eleanor's hand. But since that happened, Eleanor then went, okay, what's best for my game? And ultimately, Amy to her was better for her staying than me staying. And that's kind of where I ended up, how I ended up, at least for the selection side of things.
From what I understood is I think Elia wanted to force Eleanor to actually save Benji.
Yeah. Because she really
So
wanted Amy gone.
yeah,
Yep,
and
that's
so
what Aaliyah told me as well.
that was a ballsy move from Elia. It could be seen as a bit of a kind of a toxic move, but I can appreciate it because she actually it didn't work, but that was really ballsy. So and I ended up being safe. So I had nothing bad to say about that, but that was a ballsy move for sure. That's what I had in mind. Also, I'm really happy to hear you out and have your perspective on their game. But to me, what is going to convince me is actually, I'm going to try to be clear. It's how they can perceive their own games. Because sometimes some moves were made, and I was like, are they understanding exactly, or do they
and probably, but they didn't talk to me. But that's what I want to know: the level of self-awareness and how they have how they have perceived their own game. And right now, something that I think Eleanor is it's a bit annoying for me with Eleanor is that sometimes she would make move and then apologize for it or being really emotional about it. And at some point, like if you make the move for yourself and then you give an explanation that it's going to be your move. And if it doesn't make sense, then I don't know, just say it doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like even when Marvin was trying to tell me that they will be better to bring to Final Four, I knew that. I knew that we had probably a better chance than to beat Illinois. But at that point, I was like, I hear you, but I'm not gonna do it because I feel that would be overplaying because I did the same thing last round, and then I would probably lose for jury vote if I get there. But the point was actually what the point that he made was actually true. I didn't say like, oh, sorry, Marvin. Like I would have, like this part of Eleanor, I won't. That's probably going to be my question to her, like tomorrow night. I want her to actually own the move that she made, and yeah, that's it.
No, very that. I think I also kind of faced the same predicament on the round that I went home. Immediately after, she placed blame more onto Aaliyah than her when both were equally as responsible. One didn't save me because she was forcing the other hand, and the other person didn't save me because she felt someone else was better for her game. Like at that point, regardless if I stay or not, there was a very obvious dynamic there. If you're going to pull your move, I don't want you to be sorry. Just own up to your
No,
shit
just own them.
and just be that. Like I'd rather you be strong to that than like I mean, and to not all to also I know she did say that she's sorry, and I accept that, and I very much understand that in the moment that's not an easy decision to make. But like at the end of the day, she did what's best for her game. I can't be 100% mad at that. I went and got to work. Like,
So Benji, are you referring to Aaliyah or Eleanor in that
sorry,
situation?
Eleanor
Okay.
specifically.
Because yes, obviously both of them could have saved you. They both ended up saving Mac and Amy, right? No.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Patrice
no,
and
no, no.
Amy,
It
my
was
bad.
Patrice and Amy. Yeah, yeah,
Patrice
yeah.
and Amy.
The only difference is, yeah, they both apologized, but Aaliyah was straight up fighting for you to stay until the very end. Like, until me and Grace came back
Yeah.
onto that call with you,
Right.
Aaliyah, and Mac, and we're like, this is what we have decided.
Oh, fully agreed. I was only speaking on that.
Yeah.
Aaliyah was not in that part of the equation. Because I knew Aaliyah was fighting for me.
That is true.
Another thing I thought of too, like while talking about Eleanor, is with her, like in regards to her owning up her moves. Something that happened yesterday after everything happened, and she like wrote an apology to me and Marvin, and she like the first part of that message was literally like a copy paste, and like we read what she had typed to each other, and I am just like sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, it to me, like that copy paste to me doesn't feel very genuine into her owning up the move that she had made.
Oh, not that.
Like you wanted to say something? I don't know if you wanted to.
I was gonna ask Eleanor if we do like jury questioning, like especially with my round, how much of our connection was really genuine, because I feel like I just got misted into giving her the immunity
No, I'm gonna
over
give you.
Grace or Jacob there.
If I can add to this, it was really genuine from my perspective, and it was really intense, and that lasted for like 36 hours, and she was mad because I didn't agree to the plan, and that was really intense. And that at some point I had to talk to her and say, you know what, there's going to be other ways to get to the final four. Like we couldn't save them this time because I think that it wasn't the right move, but she was really, really saddened by it. So if I can say that, that's how I felt. Unless she was playing me, but I really felt like she was really saddened by you leaving.
That does help my personal feelings a lot. But I mean, I do want to ultimately hear from the final two directly before I obviously jump to a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my perspective. I may be wrong, but that's what I experienced.
Which is
That's
fair.
kind of where I'm at too. Like right now as I stand, like I'm like if I had to like vote right now, I'm like I am leaning towards Aaliyah, but I'm also very like open towards Eleanor. As long as she owns up to what she's doing, that's what I want to see from her.
I think that
Likewise, but I've been leaning Eleanor since I got here, honestly.
I mean, I've worked probably the closest in my vote. Now that I finally figured out that I have one, it's still very much open. Yes, I've worked with them till the last minute of the game that I could, but there's still quite a bit that I don't know about their game, and I want to again see. And I forget who spoke on it. I apologize, but like the introspectiveness of their game. How are they able to utilize what they see and see if it matches everyone else to then be able to move forward with the perception that they know they have with others and compared to what they their confidence, what they want to bring socially, strategically, all of that, and how that culminated. I also would like to see how they were able to relish through their downfalls if they felt they had any at all, because this game is not just going to be a whole bunch of high moments either. There are low moments for most of us, and I would like to see what they also have to say about that and what the journey overall has been like for them for the parts that I have not been able to see.
Yeah.
That downfall thing, I think that would be if somebody wants to ask that to them, I think that would be a very good question.
What I was going to ask, I was actually going to ask them to bring a writing utensil, and I would ask them touchy subject superlatives and have them answer one of the jurors, like which of these subjects do you think best fits a specific juror? I've asked that in a couple of the last FTCs that I've been attending to, because I think that, because not only do I want some self-awareness, I want them to demonstrate some awareness of us as players, both how like the games that we played, how our impact on the game was like, because to kind of piggyback on what Patrice mentioned earlier, I also want to vote for someone who demonstrates some self-awareness. Of course, there is some bias affecting my vote here, but I trying to put some of that aside. I do want to give Eleanor some credit, at least strategically, because I think that she forged some very strong, powerful bonds in this game. I think she spread out her tentacles across all circles to make sure she was covered, as she had all of her bases covered. And I do think that her winning into the collective, whereas Aaliyah wasn't early on, I think was a benefit to her because she had opportunities to show people, hey, when I am in power, you are good with me. Like you are safe with me. I want you in this game. She was able to make people feel important, make people feel valuable. And her winning as much as she did, she continued to not only further push the leverage that she had in the game over other people to be like, hey, look, I saved you this week. This is and was good at making people feel good when she needed stuff from them. And when they were still active participants in the game and votes that they needed, maybe she was able to create and collect some information from people. I think the issue is, again, as everyone seems to be saying, was like ownership. Because I think that there would be times where when she was not with you, I think she kind of turned off a little bit. I think she turned cold. She was chumming with you when she needed stuff out of you, but which is fine. You know, I think inherently just having to forge all those bonds, you need as many connections on the board as possible. And I think that is an area to which I think Eleanor has over Aaliyah. Like I think people were fighting for Eleanor to survive, even to their detriment, in a way that I didn't think people were fighting for Aaliyah to just. If that makes sense. I think Aaliyah was scrappier than Eleanor, which is the advantage that I would give to her, at least as far as like her game philosophy and the journey she's taken to get here. But if Eleanor, like they're both car salesmen, essentially. If Eleanor's trying to convince me that this midnight suburban is a plane, that's just not going to work. like I want her to sell a pitch that's accurate to what she's trying to sell to me. So if she comes in here, preaches about playing an honest and integritous game, I'm going to see that as how do I put this? I'm going to see that as
bullshit.
Yeah,
Okay.
not exactly the word I was going to use, but I would have used a more eloquent word. But yeah, bullshit essentially, because like it's fun because we know what we signed up for. I think barring
Yeah.
like I don't know if this was Ezra's first game, but I think everyone else here I could confidently say this is not our first games. We know what we signed up for. You have to forge those relationships, and it makes it difficult that when she votes those people, she forged these important relationships with. She's still in game mode. She's still in lying mode, and was lying until like the very last second when she did not need to. Especially at a point where I also think, and this is a criticism I have for both of them. I think they got picky with who they want in circles. I think there comes a point where just preserving circle first should be the priority. Maybe that's just a personal philosophy thing. I think them both gambling with Benji's life was them saying whom of that circle of four, which I don't know any circle's name, so that's how I'm going to refer to you, Patrice and you, Mac, like who they specifically wanted to make up the last two of that circle, and they gambled with Benji's life just in order to get one over the other, which I just thought was a bad move on both of their ends. So if they both can articulate why they made certain moves and own up, it's like, okay, these are my faults in the game. I have confidence in one being capable of doing that than the other right now. And not to say that will influence my vote because, we all know who I'm voting for. But like, I think at least the other jurors, you know.
So we're voting for Ray, right?
Obvious.
Yeah, I would like.
That's wild as fuck.
That's actually crazy.
I will say again with Benji here now, I thought it was really impressive that the final two's inner circle lost a hit, took a hit immediately. Rather, you rephrase that, and didn't take another hit until your elimination. I thought that was impressive in itself too.
Patrice, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I actually hope that Eleanor is gonna be like so blunt, saying, you know what, I'm using my bubbly personality to actually make alliance with people and make them like love me, and then I hope she's gonna go there and not just be like, oh no, I'm like you said, I was just trying to be nice because at some point I had discussion with her and I was like, Eleanor, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like you can't save everybody. You can manage the juror at the same time. At some point, you're gonna have to make a decision. But I felt like sometimes she seems to be really, really nice, and she would be having trouble, I think, to own her move. So I hope she's gonna be able to explain that and to be because at some point I was like Patrice, like she's trying to be like your little sisters, and like I feel like she was really good at that. Like I always had to be like, you know what, she's playing a game. Like yes, you like her, but she's playing a game. But to me, I think she was really good and to make you feel good and to actually draw you in. That's what I think.
Worked on me.
Well, I will say one thing. Mac, what was that phrase you said yesterday when we were on call? That Eleanor.
Oh God.
It was just a Zoom
Something
call with me, you,
about,
and Grace.
was it like one of the, was it Snake or like one of the shadiest or fakest people that I've,
Because of the way that she is, because of the way that Patrice just explained it. And I think
yeah,
the way that
and
Patrice explaining it, it comes out perfectly because she makes you feel so comfortable, but at the same time, it's giving, which a couple of us clocked right away, is being the fakest person on the cast. So.
mhm.
Do want to ask though, because I think like a lot of it has been kind of focused on like Eleanor's I guess shortcomings, if you will, or at least like the big concern that we have with Eleanor is like taking accountability. What
Yes.
are I this I'm not to take Buckley and Billy's thunder here, but obviously
"Take over."
in the physical regard, I know Eleanor's been the most impressive, at least in that regard. Like, how much has athleticism and challenge performance, like, does that factor at all into your guys'? I know Patrice's answer to this because me and Patrice had this discussion. I don't think in relation to these two, but just in the game, this is like in a vacuum how we personally vote for players. But like, ultimately, it is impressive that she's won as much as she has. I can't
Ultimately, yes, I may be obviously saying certain things, but everything's going to be taken into consideration. The social game, the
Mhm.
strategic game, and the physical game. Yes, Eleanor has that above Aaliyah when it comes to the physical aspect of the game. Strategically, well, who knows? But we're not on that anymore. But no, physically, yes, Eleanor has that on Aaliyah. I mean, look at these last few comps. I think
Mhm.
she didn't make it into two or three collectives in the entire season.
To me, I
That's
don't care
impressive.
about their ability to win. I never actually base myself on that. Like it's even more impressive if you win just a few collective and then you're still able to survive. So to
Mm.
me, being a calm beast, and in each of the game that I've been, well, I've been in two juries, so I don't have a lot of experience, but I never voted for the calm beast who was like, hey, I was a calm beast because I won like 7 like immunity challenge. I was like, okay,
You need
well,
more than that.
good for
At the
you.
end of the day,
Yeah.
these are
The
social
the
strategy
way
games.
exactly the way to look at it is how they utilized being in the collective to help their game, which
Yeah.
obviously comes with being social and strategic. And like
Yeah.
we've pointed out, Eleanor did do that from the get-go when she first started getting into the collective round after round after round.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can also maybe add something for your consideration. When I started to get closer to Eleanor is actually when she played the puzzled, and she actually made like 5 puzzle of us like within minutes. And then I get on the call and was like, you know what, Eleanor, I don't want to sound patronizing, but at some point, like you're being seen as a calm beast and you're gonna have to lower that thing. Like try to be in the collective, but try to be really low, and she never really did that. So I don't know. It's still something that it can be seen as a strategy. Like the more things like I felt like I was gonna save, and that's the round I almost went home, but I kind of threw it because I was like, okay, I cannot be in the collective again. I'm just gonna be like 5, 4, 6, or 7 place, and that can actually be part of your strategy. But Eleanor, I felt like she was winning everything she could, and if she can make first place, she would do it. And to me, that was a bit not necessarily what she should have done at some point. Well, she still made it to the end, so obviously we didn't bake on that, but I think that's something that she could have done different, lower or uh,
Lower threat level.
yeah, threat level. Thank you.
Will say something I do find impressive from her specifically because I'm like thinking on something like her winning all those collectives and winning all those challenges, the way she was able to the round she was not in the collective, she was able to like be have people, oh, I will save you, and have people having her back. And I'm like comparing her to a person like Alex, because literally like every he kept winning the first several comps, and the first time he lost for like everybody's like, oh, he needs to go, he needs to go. And I find it I'm comparing both of them because that happened with him, but with Eleanor, she did something correct to where anytime she was vulnerable, like the couple times she was vulnerable, nobody wanted her gone.
Well, she went around and was like wanting to stay and being so sad and nervous that she would go, and yeah.
One thing I noticed is that because she had that discussion with me last, like, oh, I'm scared. I'm going to be seen as a comp threat. Like, I need Amy here. I need. It was interesting because I think she tried to protect a lot of people that could potentially serve as satisfying the need to get a comp beast out. I think seeing Alex go home was both like a good thing and a bad thing for from her perspective. Good because it seemed like she wasn't getting a lot from him, which even despite being on a prod team with Alex, I also was not getting much from him. So
No.
so I understand the concerns about him in that regard, but I think at the same time was scared like, oh, clearly people want to jump on the opportunity both with how hectic the Amy vote, like the tie that led to a tie before that, and how eager it seemed like everyone was to like, okay, let's get rid of Alex. Let's just get him out right there, and want to protect people as much. I think Amy was somebody whom she really wanted here, both like whether it be just like from a juror perspective, of both someone who like whom she really trusted in the game as a whole, and I don't know if that's a relationship she might highlight as the only person who's made it decently far that's not here. I can't speak on that for a matter, but I kind of want to hear her insight. If it was solely for like, oh, she serves as a threat or like a shield in front of me, maybe they might want to get rid of Amy before they might get rid of me, despite my proven comp prowess. But Buckley unmuted, so he probably has some things to say.
I was just gonna say, I feel like we've hit Eleanor a lot, so I was kind of hoping we could maybe shift towards Aaliyah a little bit, talk more about Aaliyah.
Absolutely.
So, whoever's thumb wants to go first, because I got two motions and a verbal from Benji. So, whoever wants to, I almost said jump on Aaliyah. That's Jacob's job. Any, anybody else can do
Wow.
any other option.
Well,
I will not go first. That's just...
We've had a few conversations, but it's mostly my own fault that I didn't have a lot of conversation with Aaliyah though. But a lot of our chats happen, and the same could be said for Eleanor's. I don't mean to jump back. Is like we had a lot of game night Zoom, and a lot of my conversations happened there, and a lot of those were with Aaliyah too. And I feel like Aaliyah has kind of sort of had to fight a little bit more, given obviously Eleanor was never up for banishment at all, and Aaliyah has been a few times.
I will give Aaliyah like another thing I give her credit for is the fact that it was early game when she forgot to submit her vote for. Did she also miss a trial that night too when she forgot to vote? I'm trying to
Yeah, and she
remember.
was saved.
Yes.
And yeah, she ended up still being saved. And because I remember talking to Jacob when after that happened, and I said, not gonna lie, I'm very nervous for her because of that happening and the fact that she still got saved that round. And she went on like not only like she was able to the way she was able to recover from that, I think is pretty impressive. I do want to hear from her though, because I do like I kind of touched on it when I was talking about it earlier that I feel like game wise, I didn't get extreme like a lot out of her. And I feel like she was giving like a lot of other people that game information. And I want to know if it was just because of her prioritizing those relationships a lot more compared to myself, or if there was any other factors that were at play with it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Marvin, you first.
So yeah, no, to speak on her social game as well, I think that's where Aaliyah lacks, at least from my perspective as well, because I feel like the only time that she ever reached out was when it was something essentially that she needed or something that would help and benefit her game, which I mean, I don't blame her. I'd be doing the same thing, let's be real. But to say the least, it's just like there was nothing else. Like we had conversations here and there, but like not as much as I did with everybody else, where it was like most days I was talking to people. It was like every 4 or 5 days with Aaliyah. So I feel like that's where I'm looking at when it comes to Aaliyah with the lack of the social game with me specifically.
Oh no, wait. No, Grace, you first. I
Oh,
can
I was just
definitely
gonna
wait.
say
I won't lose my thought.
I have one more thing I was gonna point out real quick. It was just a quick thought that I had too. Something that I also very much noticed, and I think Marvin's gonna be able to also kind of agree with this as well. And was that these last couple of rounds, like I know it was like narrowed in numbers, but it was something I definitely noticed was the fact I found out what she was doing from other people,
Yeah.
and she wasn't wanting to make that communication with either of us at all, being like, even if it was just to vote us out or try and target us, like, hey, yeah, just so you know, like, I'm planning on voting for you, or this is how I'm feeling. I had to reach out to her the when Marvin and Patrice were up. I had to reach out to her, but before I reached out to her, like, I kept having to find out from others what she was doing.
Yeah. To
I
me,
agree
it
with
was
that.
the Yeah, she could have reached more for sure. And I'm just gonna give you an example with the Amy situation. At some point, like Amy, like Eleanor wants to work with Amy, like just make amends and try to work with her. But Leah, when she has, she doesn't like someone, or when she doesn't want to work with someone, I felt like, and like Jacob said, like you can give her advice, but if she thinks that it's not in her best interest, she's not gonna do it. So to me, it kind of I felt like it was something that she could have done differently with Amy or with other people just to get to know people. And it's like both of them thought that the other one was gunning for them, and they had no reason really. And they were just like I was talking to both of them, and no one had anything against the other person, but the feeling that that person was gunning for them. Like just talk to each other. But yeah.
I think I will kind of I think with the conversations that Aaliyah and I had, and we had a lot of them, um, at least from my perception, they were openly genuine and open on what she would want to do. I don't have the wherewithal of all the one-on-ones that she's had, except for maybe the spark notes that she may have given me, so I can't like fully 100% step in and be like, this is exactly what she said. But I think that's also maybe a question that I have, even though working with her, because I think, well, one, to also put something in her favor, I feel like it's more, I guess, advantageous to see how creatively you can save yourself when you're not in the collective, because it also kind of speaks to her social game to where the pits and points of where she put capital did benefit her at some point. Um, but what I would also like to see again with that point also being brought up to light to the amount or what the worth of the conversation was in comparison to the other person on the end of it, whether it was intentional that she was placing those seeds in certain points and then just kind of still being open, not really giving too much just in case something happens because she knew that she wasn't investing as much, or if that was just kind of something that was more wayside ish. And it was just like, okay, I just wanted to talk to these people. Mm.
If she had prioritized, if she tells me that tomorrow, like, yeah, I like spoke to these people more because she prioritized them better for her game. Like, I kind of get it because I've also done that too, and I've defended that in an FTC before. But I just, yeah, I want to know if there was like any strategy behind it.
I know that she had a lot of stuff in her personal life as well. That doesn't explain everything or justify, but like maybe she didn't have a lot of time each day to chat with people and so but it's a good question to ask.
Because I will say the round when it was me and her up on the block, I got super busy, so I wasn't as. But I also kind of saw the writing on the wall a little bit more vividly as to what was going to go on that round, so I felt like it'd be falling on deaf ears, unfortunately speaking. But she was telling me it's like, oh, I'm talking to everybody, like I'm trying to make my rounds, I'm trying to talk to people. I'm like, I think that shows like a level again, like I mentioned this earlier, like how scrappy she was in the game. If she wanted something, she's very persistent. She's very strong-minded and determined to get something that she wants to happen. I think that
And
the
his.
Oh
Amy
yeah.
banishment, I think, was a very much of an indication of that because I saw that I figured her having two votes gave her a lot of influence, gave her a lot of control over that vote because the way that the nominees were spread out, she could, in theory, force whatever she wants to happen specifically. She just needs Brace's vote to say, okay, well, this will happen. So if the goal is to get Marvin out, that's not going to happen. Which I felt, but hopefully she can highlight a little bit more during the end. Um, I do at least want to admit that there were times where I'd say like I've been trying to I think this is more so like the last game that I played and an issue that I figured was going to come up due to all those personal things coming up that she would end up only maybe talking to the people she needs to talk to, whether they be members of the collective to ensure that she gets saved, or if she is in the collective herself, she's talking to them to ensure that she knows what everyone is doing or what everyone else is saying so that it can better inform her decision. I'm not trying to absolve it, but I do can agree, yeah, that was a failing in her part, and hopefully she can shed some more light as to why she did that. I don't know if she was doing it deliberately, because intentionally ignoring people, I think, is a bad strat. If it was just trying to take care of personal obligations and the game as a result going to the wayside, that is fine, but doesn't absolve Ginger what she did, but at least sheds a little bit of light. Like, okay, this wasn't her deliberately ignoring or shutting people out because it's not gonna
I
strategically. That's
think
not.
I think switching gears back to physically for me a little bit, um, just a touch if anyone wants to raise their hand. Was anyone worried competition wise for Aaliyah making it into the collective at and like squeezing them out at all? Or was anyone actually worried about Aaliyah being any type of competitive threat?
Like worried about her being a competition threat. Towards
Correct.
No.
it was towards
Billy,
the
that's crazy.
That's kind of true.
wow. It was like towards mid, like the first, I will say, like the beginning. I mean, I knew of her comp abilities because of distortion, because she was literally about to get ready to tie with having the immunity record. So I definitely knew she was a competitive threat, but I kind of was like, the first couple rounds when she wasn't in the collective, I'm like, okay, maybe distortion, like that was like a good run for her. Maybe these are like with the comps being different, and then she really mid game to like, especially after that first endurance comp, she hit the ground running.
Right, which just goes to show you she may not have won like an expedient amount compared to Eleanor, but she did win when it was necessary. If not, socially, she had put in enough capital to where she would be saved. No one was really looking at her, so perception wise, she wasn't really the next to go for anyone that was working with her that was opposite of a circle, or for Eleanor or myself in that matter. I think Aaliyah had gotten herself comfy, not too comfy, because obviously she ended up being placed for selection once, but I think out of that one time, she's never not like been in a comfy spot or not been safe or not won out. And again, although Eleanor did win an expedient amount to make sure that the people that she wanted to protect were safe, when Aaliyah had to look at her for herself, she was 99% successful, and that was without a lot of wins, which I think is decently compelling to say the least.
I've had a conversation with her where she, in all but words, accused me of throwing comps at the beginning. She was like, because she's been on host chats of mine for me playing other games and clocked how I try to perform in the 75th percentile of people. So I'm like, I'm not deliberately throwing, like I'm intending to lose, but I'm not giving it my all. I'm trying to lower my threat level so I'm not perceived as this big challenge threat, which clearly in the back half of my stay was not my intention at all. I was not trying to throw those comps. The first half was rough. The second half was not as rough in that regard. But I asked her, I was like, why? Is that what you're doing? And I think it's something I definitely want to ask about, have hopefully someone else might ask about, like what her intentions was, because with how well Eleanor was performing, she didn't need to do as well. I think she only won or excelled in the competition. She absolutely needed to win, or they were paramount. Like in this back half portion of the game, like she needed that trial in final six after Eleanor drops. She can't just drop at like three and just like, oh, one of us is in, I don't care who, and just throw herself out to the curb. She, I think, was vulnerable as many times as she won into these trials. And to kind of talk about, I think, Benji and that dynamic of that three, that was a dynamic for so long because Ray got banished first, that Aaliyah positioned herself to be Eleanor and Benji's choice whenever they went down to two. There was two opportunities before Benji was an option for her to be taken out, where two different parallels. Like one of them was an opportunity to either take her out or take out a whole circle of two by getting rid of me and dragging Ezra down with me, or weakening a larger circle. And I'm pretty sure the Aaliyah Mike Jones vote was a mystery, so I don't know, Patrice Mack, where y'all voted. That could help educate how I feel, at least about that round specifically, because I was shocked when that happened. I was shocked that those were the noms. So,
Oh, I voted Mike out.
well, I know you did, but I meant the other people in my circle.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know if they also participated in getting Mike out over Aaliyah.
Sorry.
That I saw coming because that was the plan that was pitched to me before things went awry. From at least from my perspective, the round Bobby and I left. That I was told it was. I thought the plan was to get Mike Jones on the block. We vote Mike out and make a move there, and that obviously didn't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was their plan, but yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
it
thanks,
didn't suit
Patrice. No,
well.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
No.
All right,
All good.
I'm gonna ask my question because I feel like we're starting to get more into your individual games rather than the people we're supposed to be focusing on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you guys keep talking about what you guys want to see from these finalists. What don't you want to see? Do you want, like, at the same time, like, you guys have like questions that you need answered? What exactly do you not want to see from these people that would actually have them lose your potential vote in this finale situation? Like, is there like I'm gonna like kind of just ask Jacob. Is there anything Aaliyah can say that would make you like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like just directly.
No.
Would I be that? I come back to me, Billy.
I'm using Jacob as an example. Like,
No.
right? Like, is there anything that, like, if you guys feel like, I'm sure you guys have a bias in some sort of way of saying I'm probably voting for this person or thinking about voting for this person. Is any of that? Is there anything that person can say that would be like, well, now I'm gonna just jump on the other wagon?
I will say that while it likely will not do this, it will make that could lead into like a discussion like after the game or whatever the hell if it does. But I remember specifically when the round I got sent home, I was kind of airing some of my frustrations about like the game a little bit, some of my personal life as well, and I felt that there was a point where I questioned her involvement in kind of painting me as a target, kind of like putting me. I'm not, like, obviously there's things I did myself to inflict misfortune on me and Ezra. I'm sorry, Ezra. It's all my fault. We got banished. But I was curious because I know how savvy she is and how cutthroat she can be. That even though like I am who I am, she's not going to have reservations for me if I don't benefit her. If it doesn't make sense for her to do something that I also agree with or I co-sign. So her speaking on that might hurt like a little bit, but at the end of the day, me and her talked about this going into this. This is a game. We know what we signed up for. The chances of us making it to being in the same circle was very incredibly unlikely. So we were gonna have to play separate games at some point. So if she did play a part in my downfall, it would hurt. I would respect it as a host of many games, as a player of many games, but personally, it'll sting a little bit. But Eleanor, though, what she could do, like I guess,
Oh my
kind of what
God.
like if she was not there against who she's up there against, what she could do. I think we talked about this like ownership. If she comes in there and tries to pitch that she tried to play an honest or a loyal game, the word I
agree.
found out, pretentious. That's the word I'm looking for. Because it's one thing to say like you're playing an honest, integritous game while you're in the game as a means of trying to portray yourself as trustworthy as possible. That's one thing. It's another thing when they're condemning people in the game for lying and using some of the underhanded tactics that they themselves are using. And it's cool when they do it, but it's not cool when other people deploy those strategies. So if she comes in there, tries to come with that energy, and then after seeing our reactions to it, it's like, oh, well, I tried to play as honest or as loyal as I possibly can. It's like, yeah, right. That's bullshit. That's when it becomes bullshit and becomes less pretentious. So if she comes in here and owns up to it, I mean, that doesn't change my vote, but I think it would change lots of people's votes here.
I agree with Jacob. I feel like final two, final jury, anything needs to be a knockout, drag out, whoop that ass fight. You have been holding your cards for so long to get to this point. Why are you going to continue to hold them now? If you played this like if you played this backhand or not backhanded, but if you played this like veil or facade of a game and then reveal all the shit that you actually did, that's and it being effective, mind you, then great. I want to hear all the shit that you did to get here. You didn't just get here off of someone else's coattails.
Mm,
Like I do adamantly feel that both of them have played very adequate games to fucking get here. I want to hear about it. If this is your last chance to convince the nine of us on why the fuck you got here, why you should be here, why you are standing here, and why you deserve my vote. If you can't do that, then you're going
mm,
like I just again I say own it. I again, I'm very open. I just want to hear all laid out. Like lay everything out for me. No one knows their game better than they do from start to finish.
true.
And I want to hear that just like any other story, any other compelling narrative that we all fell in love with to watch, and all the games that we ended up creating or falling in love with to create these games. Like I want to see and be compelled as to why I'm like, okay, yes, she did that shit. That's why I'm voting her. And that's period.
Mm. And Aaliyah seems to be a woman of a few words. So I hope that she's gonna be there and talk and
Mm,
explain and stuff because Eleanor is gonna explain and be really like bubbly and like have everything figuring out. Like I hope it's gonna sound genuine, of course, like all of you. But I really hope that and if she tries like to my questions, if she just answers me like within like 20 seconds, I'm gonna say, Leah, can you please like explain to me a little bit more because from what she may seem to be to talk a little less, and I think it can actually hurt her if she doesn't take the time to really explain to us what she did. And I want her to explain her thoughts and like Benji
yes.
said, like her games from beginning to end, and
As far
she
as Aaliyah, I'll counter you on that because Aaliyah is very expressive. It just
oh,
depends on who she's around and who she's with.
oh
She's
maybe
not
yeah
going to give all of it all at once. Now that she's sitting in the final two, she ain't got nothing left to lose. She's going to tell you
uh,
exactly how it is, exactly how she did it.
yeah
And I'm certain that unless something gets slipped in the cracks here, you will hear all the parts of her game um, that you
good.
are
That's
looking
what I
forward
want
to
to
hearing
hear.
about.
Yeah.
I think for me, it some it's essentially, obviously being able to explain it and whatnot, but it's
Hmm.
not beating around the bush. Get straight
Hmm.
to the point. Don't
Yeah.
beat around the bush and go off on a tangent. Like, no, answer the question. This is what I asked you.
Yeah. True.
Very that. Like, this is the time to be direct. We're not,
Mm.
there's, aside from our votes, everyone else here is eliminated. What else you got to lose? Except the game. Like, quite literally,
Mm.
you have the game to lose if you are not straightforward. Like, tell it, like, that's why I'm, like, very much kick, scratch, beat down. Like, this is the last time you get to convince anyone or get to say anything about your game from the fullest perspective that you can, to where
Mm.
it's going to matter on who gets that title. Speak your truth, stay in
Yeah.
that shit, and vote, and let's get down. Like,
The last two time I was in the jury, I kind of knew who I was getting a vote for, and then during the discussion, it actually made me realize that yes, I'm really gonna vote for this person. But right now, I'm really on the fence. Honestly, I like them both, and I think they played it really different but good games. So I just want to hear what they're gonna say, but I don't know who I'm gonna vote for.
I feel bad because I'm usually the opposite. Usually, I kind of try to do my best too. Even if I have my like frustrations with a certain individual, I will air out some of those frustrations and my criticisms of their game here, but ultimately come like FTC especially, I try to be as open-minded as possible. Not often does it change who I might slightly lean towards, but it wouldn't be so sizable that I felt very little could take place during FTC to change or shift my perception dramatically of the game because we played so much of it. I would prefer if, in most scenarios, where the game preceding FTC spoke for itself. And we didn't need to hear something tomorrow for us to like shift our perception because they're playing the game. They're managing us on our way out and putting bias aside for a bit. They both have played great games. They both have attributes and pros and cons to sell in an FTC setting. My vote is decided, but I can see this going either way because I, thinking of this scenario a couple rounds ago, I did not know where this was going, and it still has remained the same way. So I am very impressed about that, about how tight of a race this seems to be.
I will say for me, a huge thing that I am like going to be looking for is I want them to elevate their own games. And something I'm also something that's gonna kind of make me lose, like look at them and be like, I don't know if I want to vote for that. Is I want to see if they, even though this was a very circle based game, if a lot of their gameplay came from things from their own doing, or if they were more reliant on their circle. And they're like, yeah, they're more reliant on like any of their acts. Like you need your circle, of course, but if like most of their game moves were centered around that, that's gonna kind of like make me look away. And another thing too that I also don't, I've seen this happen a few times, is when finalists go out of their way to drag each other in like a negative way. If that happens too, that's also going to lose my vote. And that goes along with the way, Liz, I need them both to elevate themselves to the highest capacities possible.
I echo that, especially with the finals being two women, especially. I do not want to see these finalists drag each other.
Yeah, no.
I don't think they would do it, but that would be
I know.
that would be disappointing.
I don't think they would, but anything could. But I don't think they would, but anything could happen because I've seen it happen before.
Okay. I feel like a lot has been said. Does anybody have anything else they absolutely want to get off their chest?
I love you, Buckley.
Thank you.
What are you thinking, John?
I'm thinking that I shouldn't say anything because
I'm just kidding.
I want to know what Mac is thinking because Mac hasn't really
said a
spoken
lot.
at
And Ezra,
all.
too. Max
I
said
was gonna
something
say,
at the beginning.
Mac's eyes are saying a shit ton right now. Y'all just, I speak Mac ease. So.
Hello. I've said like a few things on here and they've been more on the negative side, but I think the reason is I just like wasn't really one of their closer people. Um and like for me in my game, I was trying to manage other people before those two because I knew they and Patrice were closer. Um I think when it came to the way those two were talking to me, Aaliyah wasn't. And then Eleanor was doing a very bad job of kind of like owning up to things or like me asking her very direct questions and getting like lies right to my face and stuff. And I'm like very easily able to compare notes. Um, so I am very excited. Like I'm happy for them. I wasn't like super close with them on a game level. Um, and I am excited to see how it all turns out. That's my 2 cents. Yes,
Can I ask you a
Jacob.
question, Mac?
Yes.
And if this is like a sour spot for you, you don't have to talk about this on here, but this was kind of like a dilemma for me personally, because there's lots of people here who I have like pre-existing relationships with, and ones to where like how I might conduct myself or treat them on a game level might be to the detriment of friendships outside of here. But at the same time, I think I've also neglected some relationships because I'm thinking, oh, well, I'm on a prod team with this person. I'm friends with this person. I don't
Yeah.
need to talk to them. They're fine with me. They're good. Do you feel like she was doing that to you, or did you? Did you feel like
Um, I think for Leah and I, communication, obviously communication's a two-way street, and there were points in this game where I wasn't very social to people. I would say Jacob and Ezra for me, but we're
Even with me.
even with you, I didn't VC with you because I had a final two with the other two people in our inner circle before you. Um, I I think what someone said earlier, where like Aaliyah talked to the people she needed to at that time. I think that's the best way to sum it up. And I also uh piggybacking off what someone else said earlier, where I would find out what Aaliyah's doing through other people and not Aaliyah herself, which I thought was a little weird. Obviously, like I'm very aware that Aaliyah's going through a lot of IRL stuff. Um, but you know, that's that's just like my perception on things.
Mm.
So love you all and production.
Ezra, do you have anything you want to say?
Hi guys. No. That was my favorite tag team moment to watch is the hi guys, bye guys.
And Ezra, if you were talking this whole time, I apologize, but you were muted. Just but I'm good. Buckley, if that was your question.
Brandon, can you turn down your?
Wow.
Okay, I'm taking that as we've hit a happy medium. So I'm going to, with my slice of cheese, I'm going to formally end the jury roundtable for the night. It is 2 hours past my bedtime. I only do this for people that I care about, so you should all feel very honored right now. Have fun tomorrow night at the finale. Make informed decisions as you go to cast your vote. Be excited that it's over. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
We have two good finalists. I'm really happy for them, and they're gonna give us like a run for our money, and I'm happy for them. They're good. They're good girls. They're gonna be awesome.
Yes. On that note, the recording.
On that note,
are you gonna do the outro? Because like I don't know how much more I can record this.
girl, thank you so much, John Buckley and Billy Vance, for hosting this jury roundtable, and thank you everybody for being here. I hope you've all had a lovely night, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST to crown our season 6 winner. Cut that recording, John Buckley.
Let's go.